Simming Sunday. I'm Cece, and I'm here with Mary, and today we are going to build my Tiefling Cleric a tiny house in The Sims 4.
Everything about everything you just said. Truly, this is going to be one of our most bizarre streams, and I am so excited.
On that note, I have elected to build it in Strangerville.
I was wondering where the hell you were. I was like, that's not Oasis Springs.
Nah, I mean, I guess I could build it in Oasis Springs.
Well, it makes sense that you would, because you homebrewed, right? So Verity, our wonderful cleric, is from Sanrel is a desert.
Yes, it is.
So it makes sense that you would actually plop it down in one of the desert neighborhoods.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of collectibles here. I see Verity as being like a collectibles person. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna build the build.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a shit ton of questions over this. Are you building a house for Verity, or are you building a house inspired? Or is it a little bit of both? Because I guess technically... Oh, you're wearing your D20 dress.
Yes, I have my D20 dress because we're doing a D&D build.
It's such a comfy dress, isn't it?
Yes. Doing streams is like almost the only time I get fully dressed anymore.
That's fair. Honestly.
Okay. So...
My favorite... So I was watching our stream from last night earlier, and the reason I'm bringing this up again, even you and I just talked about it, is there were several points in the stream yesterday where like I had the exact same thought as you, like a couple seconds beforehand.
Yeah.
And all I could say was that we shared the same brain rocks. But I also know that there's 2 or 3 dresses from ThinkGeek that you and I both purchased because we're the same nerd and we have the same brain rock. And it amused the shit out because the D20 dress is one of them. Yeah, no, it's just that we share the same brain rocks, and I think that's funny. That's shit like that. So we're building Verity a tiny house. Hey Rad, what's up?
Hey Rad, hello and welcome.
This isn't the whole D&D build. This is just the Verity house. You can barely hear me. That's a problem.
Okay. Let's see. I have your volume at maximum. I have the audio volume at... Oh, that's my mic. Hold up.
Sense.
Okay, how about now? Say something, Mary.
I got nothing.
Rad, can you hear Mary better? Better. Okay.
Excellent.
Better enough, or should I try to better more? Should I try for more better?
Hey, better, Cece.
It's good. Okay. Cool.
This is not aided by the fact that my cough is still...
And we lost her.
Sorry. No, I just hear from the corner of the office my roommate say, "No, you do need all the bunnies." She's gotten to the part, I guess, where you go.
Oh, is she still watching my stream from yesterday?
Yes, she wants to finish that stream. She's
I'm glad she's enjoying it.
No, it's good. It's real good. Oh god, that was fun. That was I think originally suggested by Ash back in the day.
I know I found it. Like I found it. Yeah.
You found it. We talked about it on stream a couple of times.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit.
And then I saw the video and I think was like, no, you gotta though. Cause you gotta.
And it was a good decision.
It was a good decision. It was real good. So we are making a house inspired for Verity.
Yeah, a house that Verity could live in. That, looks like her, and I mean, it's not like in the shape of her head or anything. I have to specify these things. when I build.
This. Yeah, that's fair.
But it's a tiny house for her to live in.
I feel like Verity would rock a tiny house. I truly do. I feel like she'd have a really, like, she would, if I were to think of our D&D party, I would assume that Verity would be the one to live in a tiny home.
Yeah.
Which is adorable and wonderful. I do like that you picked Strangerville, I think. I like that because it also just looks, you haven't built here yet, so it also looks very different than the rest of the streets.
Yeah. And, you know, Verity's strange.
Our entire D&D party is a little bit strange.
Yeah.
So I can't even, like, Verity is a little bit strange. So we get to talk about two things tonight that I really, really love: The Sims, and also Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, although don't think I'm not going to talk about how I gave my dogs a bath today, so.
Oh no, we're gonna get there too, because did you blow dry your dog? I mean, I know you did because you sent me a video. What the hell?
Did you see the hair in that video?
I did.
I tried to post that video into Discord, and it said that my files were too powerful.
Yeah.
It's only 10 seconds long, but it's just hair blowing off the dog.
So
just continuously.
So if you've seen,
and then it just keeps going.
Cece's dogs in our streams, there are some photos in our pets channel on our Discord, and you can find the link right below. Join us, hang out, talk with us.
Yes, the pictures of me giving my dogs a bath in a special dog bathtub are already in the Discord. So you don't have to wait till the stream's over. No.
Especially since you can Discord and still hang out with us at the same time.
Yeah. Anyway.
It looks like the tub worked, though.
Yeah. The tub is...
Aside from the betrayal on your dog's face.
I know, she was so upset.
Like, the sheer betrayal. Like,
she did not love this.
No. That is the closest I think I've ever seen Leia's face to contemplating, I will actively kill you. Like, that is I'm gonna end you human face. She looks so betrayed.
Yeah.
Like, she looks so upset. So did you just bathe Leia, or did Luke get on that as well?
So the video I sent you is actually Luke.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But we didn't have as many... I took more videos of Leia. Because I had to wash her for longer because her coat... She's a different kind of coat than Luke does. His coat's thinner, so hair just comes off it. But with hers, her undercoat's so thick. Hello. Yes, I was talking about you. Hi, buddy.
Hello, handsome boy. He's like, you said my name.
Yeah,
I like
talking
about every angle because you can just see him be the goodest boy.
Yes, you good boy. Yeah, you're a clean boy for a change. Yeah, so the hair just comes right off him, but with her, she's got this very, like, intense undercoat that just traps shedded hair and then it mats if I don't, like, really brush it. So she had to spend longer in the bath. And she hates when I brush her mats out. She does not cooperate at all. So
I remember with Daisy, I had to keep her groomed for the exact reason of her undercoat.
Yes, I usually just pay someone to brush her because that's like how much brushing she requires. Like, I don't know, like 30 minutes, maybe like an hour. But with quarantine, we're not taking them out to be groomed, so I bought myself equipment.
Yeah, I might get that for Finn, honestly, rather than try and haul. I feel like he might like that better.
It's handy to have the dog, like, up here instead of having to bend over to watch the dog.
He also really hates the echoing off the tiles in the bathroom. But we have a spray hose attachment for the shower, and he really does love, like, the hose attachments. And it looks like I could keep using that. So
it comes with a hose attachment.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
He's having a day as well.
Aww.
But He's having a good day.
A good day.
He got to try and chase a raccoon today.
Oh yeah, good day for him. Maybe not so much for you.
Less so for me. But he had a good day. He got to take a nap, and he got to bother some cats, and he got to sneak in some grooming of the cats before the cats realized it was him. Which is a whole other thing.
Hey, you're not approved.
Yeah. Well, Teddy sometimes when he's really sleepy will let him get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And D&D ran very long for me last night, and so Dinah's very sleepy because Dinah likes to come sit on my desk, and she won't go to bed as long as I'm awake and doing things. Mm-hmm. And so Dinah was also very sleepy, which meant that she's a little bit slower on the uptick today than she normally would be. So he also got to do Dinah kisses, and he was very excited.
Aww.
Then she realized it was him, and
it was ruined.
And it was all done. Oh my god, yes, purple counters severity.
Hold on, I want to try.
I know you said Sanrel was like you had imagined East Asian themed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna try and use some of the items from Snowy Escape?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might start with Snowy Escape and pick like a wood or a neutral for her counters, and then like add purple accents instead of going straight purple.
It makes sense.
I like this swatch. We'll go with this one.
So we talked about we talked about the dog's neck. We talked about D&D.
Yes.
Excellent. So, what made you want to play a cleric in this campaign, other than we're stupid? Like, as players, we're bad for ourselves.
We make bad decisions, I think is what you're trying to say.
We make bad life choices. Rad is already laughing. You don't even know, man. You don't even know all the dumb shit that we did before you showed up. So bad.
It's true. So, I'm just imagining, like, I was so ready to just drop in, like, when we were gonna fly out of the UNT stronghold, like, with everyone on the fly spell, like, all on our arms, I was so ready to be like, always I wanna be with you. And, like, that's just, like, everyone leaving the UNT pyramid. Flying over the river of blood. Just, like, peace. Goodbye. We're out of here.
It was so much less dramatic than that, and it was the best work. On one part,
it's
I
not
really
less dramatic. Rad had a one-on-one fight with an abomination.
That was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, and then Ash just like destroyed it.
I meant the actual physical leaving bit was.
Oh yeah, no, the part where we just left. I almost feel like we should have flown out of there anyway, just because.
Just on principle. Yeah, no, the lead up to that was fucking epic.
Mm-hmm.
Between Nero finding the hidden room and all of our frontline melee characters shoving a giant snake like in like an overstuffed suitcase into a river of blood. I wish I could make this shit up, but. Our party has 7 members, and we have 3 brain cells, and I think that they were all upstairs.
Yeah, like I said, we make bad decisions.
Bad, though. Like, it worked out. I mean, part of it working out was a really well-timed crit on our paladin's work.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
Sometimes one well-timed crits are, the theme of my weekend.
I didn't say don't help. That's right. You did not say don't help, and the party correctly interpreted that as jump in if you feel it's appropriate.
Really good at picking up on those let's do get help.
Yeah.
So did you pick a cleric because you knew we were gonna make these dumb choices, or did you just because you haven't played a cleric in a while?
Have I ever played a cleric before? When was the last time I played a cleric?
I feel like you must have, but I might be confusing your characters with mine. Have you ever played a cleric?
I don't think I definitely personally haven't ever played a cleric for more than one session.
Okay.
I might have like made a cleric before, but
they're super fun. If anybody has not,
they're more fun in 5th edition, I think, than they were in 3.5.
Yes. You have a lot more maneuverability with the different disciplines
and flexibility.
Yeah.
I specifically wanted to play a knowledge cleric too, so that was part of it. Yeah. There's kind of 2 major factors in when I pick characters, like what I'm looking for. And they're what I like to play and what the party needs. Okay. So I try to spend a lot of time thinking of like what would be useful, like what's everyone else playing, and then try to see like what are we missing and what would really fit. But I don't really do well with like rogue. I'm just not very good at playing rogue.
You're not. And
so for that reason, I have also avoided ranger.
But that's okay, because that's what I'm really good at playing.
Yeah, so it works out.
Me and Sip usually have that pretty covered between the 2 of us.
Yeah, so I had never really played cleric before, so I wanted to give it a try. I was intrigued by knowledge cleric. It looked like we could use one.
We had the first session was what? The necromancer, the paladin, the cleric, and the rogue, right? That was our original lineup.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and so the paladin covered. So usually I play tanks or wizards, and then nothing in between.
Terrifying.
I am terrifying in both of those.
You so terrifying as both of those things.
I don't as a wizard, I don't screw around. So I'm just like max DPS all the time. Like just explode everything, wipe things out.
CC playing a wizard like brings my soul joy. Because I also really love DPS and DPS blaster classes. So I know whenever CC is playing a wizard, shit is gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I think you once flooded a room with water or something stupid like that. That dorkfish moment, was that you?
Oh, that was a trap.
Was that a trap?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a trap, but you fucked it up, so.
Yeah. We talked to a shark or something. I don't know. We got out of there somehow. I was playing Alara in that campaign, so.
That's right, you were playing your fighter in that with the 10-foot spike chain.
Oh, it was a thing of beauty, my 10-foot spike chain.
Oh my god, that was so. Fighters with reach scare me. They terrify me.
Yeah, so I played Alara in 3.5 and in Pathfinder, and in both of those systems, I had access to Cleave, which was glorious. Is the only word I can say. I had a really good understanding of move actions too, which really I built her as a straight fighter, like just all the way up. So so I gave her a spike chain. It does 2d4 damage, but it has a 10-foot reach. So basically, when you get cleave, like you have a 10-foot radius of potential like attack targets, so you can just keep going if the dice let you. And sometimes they did.
That is also, I think, some of the best I've ever seen you roll. There was one fight where I think you legitimately, in one turn, killed and cleaved like 7 targets.
Well, the good thing is, like, once you hit level, I want to say like 5 or 6, you get multiple attacks. So that really helps balance out. Since you didn't have any kind of advantage or disadvantage, you only had bonuses. Having multiple attacks really helped increase the likelihood that you would hit something.
Yeah, for sure. But that is not what you're playing this time. You're playing a cleric.
Yeah.
And
there was one more really cool thing about Alara.
There are a lot of really cool things about Alara, but
and it was using grapple. So that was the other thing I would do, is if I wasn't sure if I could hit, I would grapple. Yeah, because sometimes they would have like a really high AC, but because it was Pathfinder /3.5, if I thought I'd have a better chance of making a touch attack, I could grapple. And then I just had to succeed on a strength check, which I tended to do.
All of the shit that you grappled, which was ridiculous.
I grappled many things.
It was amazing. terrifying and amazing. So you looked at our party and went, these dumbasses need a cleric.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could have also picked a druid. I think that was the other thing I was thinking about, because we also don't have a druid. I don't usually play monks. I don't
think I've ever known you to play a druid either.
I think I've played a druid before, but not, like, consistently. As far as games that lasted, it was always either casters or fighters. Sometimes it was a sorcerer, sometimes it was a wizard. Those are basically the same to me.
They are not, but sure.
It was either like a straight caster, like a wizard or a sorcerer, or it was a fighter. In my other campaign, it was a barbarian, which is basically like a fighter, but more. So in 3.5, I would never play a barbarian, because I didn't want to have, after your rage, you had a cooldown period where you were then extra vulnerable to attacks. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. But then they took that away in 5th edition. So in 5th edition, I played a barbarian for the first time, and that was great. That was very enjoyable. Like that a lot.
That is... I'm trying to imagine what... No, I don't want to. I want to sleep at some point. It's terrifying. So clerics are a little bit hybridized, because you do have... You can attack things with your spiritual weapon, which you have chosen,
It's a big old stack of books, because I'm a knowledge cleric.
Verity's a fucking nerd.
Mm-hmm.
We stan. We love our little purple tiefling. And you legitimately do just, smack things with giant piles of books.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you finding the cleric?
It's good. So cleric is still very, like, spell-based, but I'm a bit beefier than a wizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I rather like cleric.
As you go to write secret letters. Yes, yeah. Verity's, I don't want to say morally questionable, but, like, maybe a little.
Would. I would say you're...
morally flexible.
Skewed.
Skewed, yeah.
Yeah, skewed.
I still think that she's a good aligned character, but, like, kind of weakly good aligned.
I'm only true good... No, we have the paladin. The paladin is good aligned for sure.
I'm good aligned, but I'm also, like, I'm definitely not lawful good.
Oh god, no. Jesus, no.
I'm not, like, really, like, I'm like, yeah, like, I don't want to hurt anyone, and I mostly want to do good in the universe, but, like, I'm willing to be, I guess maybe I'm chaotic good?
I feel like you're chaotic good. Yay, chaotic good friendos! Yeah. When I need you to write letters, I will also come to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because why the hell not? I'm trying to think. So you also have you played a tiefling either?
No.
Or so this is also your first.
You want to stop a war between snakes and birds? Just have me write a letter to make another giant snake thing. Yeah, you know. I think Mark was really hoping I would have some kind of moral quandary with, like, you wrote in, kill this messenger upon delivery, and I was like, I mean, we're literally inside a pyramid that we reached by crossing a river of Yuan-Ti blood, and, like, I don't know if I'm gonna make a thing about, like, one more Yuan-Ti, like, if this, you know, I don't know, like, she's still gotta decide if she wants to do that or not. It's really up to her, like,
yeah. I think that there were a lot of things that I feel like Mark was a little unsure how we were gonna fall on the spectrum of that session.
Yeah, you know, I'm tired.
We're all like, we want to go home.
This was a side quest. I'm just not willing to, like, invest.
It was a side quest for us.
Yeah.
It's not a side quest for Red.
No. Which, of course, is why we did it, but, like, still.
I'm glad to be leaving the snake place, personally. Very happy to be leaving.
I imagine that you are.
Yes. My favorite part in all of this, or the thing that I keep laughing about, is, so previously in the campaign, we came across a large snake. I have a phobia of snakes, and I hate them. They have a great place in nature. I just want them yeeted very far away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Just incredibly far away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And Betty was so nice.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark described her as having a head the size of a Volkswagen.
Mm-hmm.
And haha, that was very funny. Ha ha ha. Okay, cool. We're fucking done with that now. Excellent. And then a couple of sessions went by, and I was gone when Rad joined the party. And I don't know how this happened, but suddenly there was a Yuan-Ti in the party, and then there were just snakes everywhere.
Snakes over here, snakes over there. It's a whole pyramid of snakes.
Fucking pyramid. So this entire time I've been like, yes, I want to help you. This is very important, and I want to do this with you. But also, we got to fucking go. So I need to be away from here, and I need to not interact with this. I also did not freak out. I didn't pick shit. We picked to the racing. I didn't pick shit.
You were not there.
I was not there. Also, our friends are assholes. I mostly wanted to get the hell out of there before the one person remembered that they wanted me to undergo the transformation.
Oh yeah, you were in a real rush to not become a snake person.
Real rush to GTFO before they remembered that. Also, was not blaming you, Rad. You had no idea. And I know you had no idea because we had never met, so you had no idea. You would have no idea about any of that. But it's fine because I can just not look at the map during combat, which is never what you want your rogue doing.
Well, luckily you don't have to worry about flanking anymore.
Thank fuck. Rogues are so much nicer. I will say I'm doing this playtest with our friend because he's making a homebrew edition based on 5e, and I'm playing a ranger again, and it's very different.
Hey, Jean, hello, welcome.
Hey, how are you?
We are talking D&D. I'm doing a build based on my Tiefling Cleric, and the goal is to have a lot of purple in it.
I want to say Verity, who is our precious, adorable cinnamon roll, except she did actually start like a civil war in her home country and immediately left.
I kind of accidentally have the highest body count in the party, I think.
Yeah, I think you do.
But I'm also, like, really perky. You're relaxing? That's good. It's good to have a relaxing evening.
Our murder cinnamon roll. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you realize that BB-8 has one of the highest body counts in the sequel trilogy.
BB-8 just assassinates stormtroopers. Just kills so many stormtroopers.
The droids in Star Wars do not fuck around. Like, they do not. Yeah, murder cinnamon rolls are the best, and Verity is truly one of my favorite characters that you've played because she's just delightful. And I think the reveal when we played, where we found out that she had killed her god?
Mostly, a little. He was a bit dead, but not like all the way dead.
Yeah. Stolen him, fled the country, and started like a religious civil war. I think that was a really big shoe drop.
Hey Kiko! Hey, Dimension Satire, welcome!
Hey there!
We are building a tiny house based on my Tiefling Cleric, who accidentally, well, who may have sort of killed our god, then stolen his soul and fled the country, thereby causing a civil war in her home country. I am slowly finding out my stomach is the size of a full family. Are you eating something delicious, Dimension? Also, Akiko, murder rolls sound like a very intense type of sushi that you would order. I don't know if it's just really spicy or like made with puffer fish or something, but like I feel like you could order like 2 murder rolls off the menu. So normal tiefling stuff. I guess, but she's super nice.
She is super nice. She is super. She also stole a bunch of artifacts.
I mean, I just grabbed a bunch of stuff that was lying around, and it turned out that that stuff happened to be extremely valuable artifacts, which was helpful because I needed money when I was fleeing the country. I'm lazy and made a family pack for mac and cheese. I want to eat the whole thing solo. I mean, I think that they really underestimate the portion sizes on the family pack.
True. That's true.
So, I wouldn't say that's all you.
Yeah, BB's not innocent. BB hijacked an ATST and decided he was just gonna mow down an entire thing of stormtroopers.
I think you're about to mention, like, the moment of the reveal.
I was. That was fucking terrifying. When that happened, so the backstory was, Verity and my rogue Callie had met each other. What's the little data rebellion among friends?
Yeah.
Hey, Kiko. Where we had been hanging out for months, and I never asked. I legit just never asked.
Well, being the rogue, your policy was not to ask questions.
That's true.
And then you learned that, like, maybe you actually should have asked a couple of questions.
Yeah, that was a moment where I was like, ooh.
I'd like to try murder rolls. It sounds like it would have spicy mayo in it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It has spicy mayo, yeah. Ooh, maybe. So I actually imagined, like, because I was just watching your Calico stream. I was actually imagining,
if you'd like to see me freak out about being able to lift fluffy animals over my head.
Also watching. You had a small meltdown over the capybaras.
Yeah, there's capybaras, and I'm super hyped
delightful
for capybaras.
They were fucking great. They were amazing. They were absolutely delightful. There are no bones in those animals.
Yeah, the physics engine in Calico is really questionable because as soon as you pick up the animal, it just like flops around bonelessly. We had some weird glitches too.
Apparently, the development team is only 2 developers, and the game only came out last year.
Oh.
And it may have been a Kickstarter, so that might explain
the bonelessness.
Some of that, yeah. But yeah, what we all learned is we have to ask more questions of the cleric.
Or just in general.
Just in general, we need to ask. We have to vet things. Is really what we learned.
Yeah.
Is. Because
I feel like that was something you learned after a series of insufficient vettings.
That was something we learned after a lot of other things. Do you know husband murdered his wife? He gave her arsenic. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Spicy.
That's
a murder roll right there.
God damn it, Sissy. God damn it, both of you. I feel like also Kildar dropped some knowledge on us that I think that maybe we didn't have before, or I didn't remember before.
Oh.
About his backstory.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's the one that's gonna pop next.
I have a feeling. Because I really don't feel that Ash has done anything sordid.
Ash is our lone remaining true cinnamon roll.
Annihilates things. Yo. I was so hyped. I had to tell Whimsy. I messaged Whimsy while we were playing, and I was like, OMG. our paladin just critted on divine with her divine smite. Holy shit. And then rolled a nat 20 on her intimidation check. It was, swear to God.
As you do after you crit.
You do. It was truly a thing of beauty. Like, and this is a character who, in game a couple weeks ago, spent an entire evening playing patty cake in front of a fountain. Like, cinnamon roll. I love Ash. I love all of the characters. They're great. They're wonderful. So.
I've forgotten the bathroom again. I was like, wow, I have so much room.
Always the bathrooms.
We always have some issue.
So we also, the other really cool thing we did for this campaign is, one day I'll have a badass character survive past like level 5-6. Kara was not ironically, Kara was my first character who survived that long. Because as CC can vouch, I have a habit of making bad life choices, and then the dice deciding to punish me for it.
Like they do. And so Kara, I think, was my first. We had a campaign where we made Alara's campaign where we made it to level 9, and then we TPK'd fighting a dragon. Yeah, that was the one where Alara got bit in half and then
thrown down a wall twice,
and then after death took an additional 30 falling damage.
Which I'm still bitter about, actually.
I don't think I'll ever be over it.
Yeah, no, it's been 13 years and I'm still bitter about it.
Outhouse Beckett season. No, I am gonna put a real bathroom. I'm not just gonna put a toilet bush.
I did that actually in my my legacy build challenge. I was like, oh, this is great because I can also, if I can't afford a bed, I can nap in the bush.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't do that. Oh. It's gross. Your sim does not like it.
No, they don't like it, but they'll do it.
So I rebuilt Kara and this 5-point J playtest that we're doing. And what I'm learning is I've learned a lot of bad habits from Callie. But I've also learned that Callie's learned a lot of bad habits from Kara. Which...
Was Kara a ranger?
Kara is a ranger. Kara has a giant stoat. She has my stoat baby, Ronan, whom I love, and he's precious and wonderful. It's... Goodberry's an amazing spell, and I had forgotten this.
Yes.
So when I played Kara, it was originally, this was, so long ago. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. And it was a 3-0-3-5 hybrid with a bunch of homebrew. And so what Day did was because magic in 3-0 and 3-5 was a pain in the ass. And you played that.
It's actually why I didn't play a lot of hybrid characters. Like, I would go straight magic or I'd go straight damage.
Because it was so obnoxious.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember anything, like, ever. So I actually asked Day if I could rip the entire magic component out of my ranger.
Can the bush go inside? You can place them indoors. I will not be doing this.
But you could,
But it is a thing that you could do if you wanted to. Hi. You turning around again? Okay.
He upped my animal companion. And so Ronan basically became another party member, which was also pure chaos.
This blue doesn't match any of the other blues.
Why would it match?
It wouldn't, because it's from a stuff pack. So of course they didn't make it match any of the other things in any other pack. Yes, I will hydrate. Thank you, Dimension.
So yeah, yesterday was the first time I actually got to play Kara with magic. And Goodberry and Mage Hand, and I don't think I would have thought of Mage Hand if I hadn't had it with Callie.
Oh yes, and
because I just didn't cast it, and yeah, no, that was total clutch. That was almost a TPK, and that was rough. That was hard. I had a scared. I had a big scared. That was.
Yeah, we're gonna roll the dice.
Nice.
Are you the one who's a fan of D8's dimension? I want the homebrew opposite Badberry. Eating it makes you take 1 point of damage.
I think that's just my normal cooking.
That's right. Okay, so I'll roll my D8s first. I'm not missing a D8. It's in my hand. Okay, good. A 4, a 7, and an 8. That's a pretty good shatter spell.
That's a pretty good shatter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 19 damage, right? Yeah, it's 19 damage. Alright. Had to think about it. Ooh. I got an 18. A 14. And this one is actually a 20. Out here using up all my good rolls.
I wasn't gonna call you out on it, but yeah.
That's okay. Maybe they like being rolled. Yeah, you got a crit dimension.
Maybe they do. But you know what, though? Those seem to have been rolling really well for you.
I've been using... Yeah, I've been using...
I knock on wood.
I've been rolling in Discord. But yeah, they have been rolling pretty well.
So, circling back, because I want to talk about Sanrel. So you completely made her...
I think it's the second nat 20 when I redeemed dice. You must be lucky, Dimension.
I think so.
Yeah. I have to get you to show up for all my rolls.
God, please.
Only in my streams, yeah.
Her punning is gonna be out of control. You know, yeah, I think, you know what, I don't even care about like crits. I just want people to hit things. I want players to hit enemies. Let me specify this. Because damn.
Yes. We'll have to have Dementia around anytime I eat something.
You can eat in every game, though.
Yeah, that's true. I usually leave the eating to the wizard.
He does have catapult. It is awesome. Sanrel is so much bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, it just kind of happened that way.
Yeah. Okay.
We kind of just plop stuff down on the map, you know. We made the map, and then we started filling in the countries, so some of them are a little
Mark allowed us to all kind of add our own things and basically build the world and all the mythology.
Yeah, he just let us.
Which is great because we got all this crazy ass shit. We have dinos and dwarves who have Texan accents. And hi, Ted. Hello. I tried forcing the armor and battle axe out to make dex saves, only to find out his dex save was +5. Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough fight.
Yeah.
But we lived. But we lived is still no, not on my mouse. Don't sit on my mouse.
Cats.
Cats. Every time one of the cats meowed in your stupid game, I would stare at it because it was such an accurate cat noise.
They must have cats.
They have to. There's no, and like all of like the behaviors they were like exhibiting, I was like, yep, these are.
Even if you failed his dex save, I rolled like 3 ones for damage in a roll. Oh, ones for damage are so disappointing.
I think I only hit once with my bow, but I only shot once because I was hiding. Because my ranger's acting as a quasi rogue. We don't have one. And because my animal companion isn't my proper animal companion yet.
Are you playing a prequel?
It's an AU.
Okay.
But when we played originally, we started out level 5. This time we're starting level 1 because it's a homebrew system. I approve of all the orange.
Yeah.
I was gonna be rogue if Day wasn't revamping the spell thief. Spell thieves are interesting. I've gotten a lot of mileage out of my arcane trickster in our game. Theodore. Sir.
Just cat things.
Just cat things. Please excuse me while I nom on your wire. He's like, but why? But why am I being punished for doing this thing that I'm expressly not allowed to do? I was like, why are you using all this tiny living stuff? Well, because you're making a tiny home.
Yeah.
I don't know what possessed me to make Callie an arcane trickster. Other than I have no idea why I decided to do that. I was really surprised that you guessed her multi-class though.
Oh.
I didn't just see how that goes.
I might have well. So, having previously played a warlock.
Yeah, you have a little bit of insight into how that shit goes.
Yeah.
And it's not a secret. Mark did say I could say whatever I wanted.
And I may have heard some
recognized
things.
a little bit. Oh, you may have heard some things.
Yeah, I sometimes hear things.
Yeah, so my arcane trickster is kind of a I don't think that on her own Callie was going to be a thief. I don't think that that's how she would have spent her talents or evolved kind of naturally on her own. And I spent a lot of time thinking about what ifs. And I said these things to Mark, or like kind of like at Mark, because Mark doesn't, I know he hears what I'm saying, but I think at this point he's just like, yeah, okay, like if Callie, hadn't been in this situation, she wouldn't have been, yeah, okay, whatever. And I had been talking about multi-classing, I think, for a while. I just wasn't sure. I actually was gonna dip into Cleric, I think.
I mean, we could always use more.
I had debated dipping into Cleric. Like, I was actually going to become a follower of Sanathan, and then we found out he was a liar who lies.
He's not a liar who lies! I am very offended on the behalf of my patron.
CC?
He maybe has made some decisions that were not in line with what the rest of the Pantheon asked him to do. But that doesn't mean that he is a liar.
He is a betrayer god.
No, he is not.
CC?
Sanathan is not a betrayer god.
I might prove to play Pathfinder King. No worry. Pathfinder Kingmaker's fun. I've seen people playing it.
Dimension, if you want me to roll for you, just redeem the channel points. It's a real roll. You can send them with a screenshot. I'll show it to the camera.
Things scream, so I oblige. Jesus Christ, Red. But anyway.
Putting that aside temporarily.
She was having some thoughts. And,
Yeah.
I got a boon from the Gatekeeper of Death.
Yeah, so what happened was you were planning on becoming a follower of Sanafin, but then the Gatekeeper turned out to be hot.
No.
And then everyone decided to hit on him.
No, that is not what happened. I actually mostly just felt like an asshole for making his life really difficult.
I mean, yes.
That is legitimately what happened. Callie, when I have made things so terrible for so many people because the marble was my fault. And
I can fit almost the entire party in this room.
And what happened at Hellport was my fault. And
was it?
Some of what happened in Hellport was my fault. The shenanigans in the Thieves Guild was my fault. So, like, there's like a lot, there's like a cascading tree of things that have gone terribly wrong that Callie just were directly, indirectly her fault. And then we started, fucking with things that should stay dead, and she felt really bad. And I gave him an offering, and now he grants me miracles sometimes.
It's true.
So, I really need, like, some spiritual guidance on that front, though, because Kelly has no idea what to do with gods and things.
Well, if you need help killing one.
We have two god killers in the party.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bad influence.
Terrible. The absolute worst. I still can't believe Kildar killed it with fucking magic missile. Like, that's just delightful, honestly. Hi, Ted. Oh, it's because you see Cece. I was like, you've ignored me all day. Why are you?
Hi, Ted. Hi, Teddy.
He likes to watch you. Like a
Aww.
weirdo. Like a weirdo.
Yeah.
He's also mad because, and you're a good influence. I wouldn't really go that far. I would say so far the best influence on maybe just me is Ash.
I think Ash might be the only good influence.
I was about to say Nero because he taught me magic, but I have used that for some pretty bad things.
Huh. So I've shrunk the coffee table.
Yeah, but it still thinks it takes up the same amount of squares. And the lighting.
It's the squares are fixed, but the shadow stayed the same.
Amazing.
Yeah. Just,
I would say that Soar is an enabler. Though I'm really hoping that Sip gets back soon because I miss my sneaky buddy.
The funny thing about Soar is that he's like impossible. He's unreplaceable. No one can guess how Soar would act. Like, if he's not here, we're just like, I don't know.
Like, to control Verity, we could probably guess.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys could maneuver Callie around if you needed to. Soar and Soso. I couldn't do Soso. Okay, buddy, no. If you're
We can't replicate the exact chaos provided by Soso, but we can replicate some elements. I think we were able to replicate some of her humor last time Amanda was out.
Yes. Sorry, I had to scoop Teddy up, and now he's just, like, aggressively licking my face.
Sure. Yeah, that tracks. This is not ideal table placement.
I'm really surprised you're not using, like, island counters. Also, you know, they don't technically need a dining table. They will eat on the couch.
I know. But
Verity would have a table?
I like having... I just want a small one, though, so maybe I could find a square one.
Like a small, like, one-tile one?
Yeah, I just want it to be cute.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, let's try pack limiting it, then. Let's do...
Rather than color limiting it?
Yeah. Island living. Snowy escape. Jungle adventure.
Tiny living.
Magic. And then we'll do... I guess we might as well do cool kitchen. Movie hangout. Backyard.
Tiny living.
Tiny living. And nitty nifting. There aren't that
Tiny
many...
living not have a dining room table?
Wow. I guess you just don't have a dining room. You've just opted out.
Oh, okay. Weird as shit, but okay.
I think I could make this work. I actually thought I might not be able to do the full size kitchen and have an eat-in, but I wanted it to be even. I think this works. This should be usable, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe I'll duplicate this. It's kind of random, but oh, you know what? What if I make it a pantry? Wait, I don't know if these have uppers.
They do not.
No, they don't. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But
you can actually stack things in those shelves. Those are real shelves.
Okay, but I think I'm actually gonna put shelves along the wall to kind of fake a pantry.
The cool kitchen and I think the jungle adventure stuff packs have swatches that are similar. Which is nice.
Yeah, I can try a pantry from jungle stuff.
Yeah. Jungle adventure. The archaeology pack that I weirdly never use.
It's a good pack for building.
It is a good pack for building.
The swatches aren't gonna match. Whoa.
Jesus. That's pretty close, though.
Yeah, but it's brown instead of white. It does look like the wood almost matches. I'm curious. It's weird to me that... Is this cool kitchen stuff? Is that...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even close. Boo. Let's try this family thing. Oh, this is a hutch. It doesn't actually help me. Well, I guess it could. Wait, does it fit on the end? No, it'll be too wide. Yeah, it's too wide. Hello. No. Oh, here's the one. That was... Okay. Oh, no. The swatches don't match at all. Like, not even... Oh, wait. What about white? Could we do white? You know, I think I'm just gonna put, like, a piece of furniture. They have those, they make them really hard to find. It'd be better if they, like, maybe they'll sort them. Plastic Sims, yeah. The wood swatches, of course, do not match. Oh, I was looking for these. These aren't gonna match either. Ooh, it's yellow. Then I was gonna put shelves. But, yeah, I don't know. Grab that. I'll leave that there. Maybe I'll decide I want to use it. This way I won't have to look for it again.
Weird industrial, but is interesting.
Well, it would go there, and then there would be shelves along the wall.
Yeah.
Those flat shelves, but I may not need to do all that work. If I find something that works. Oh. Let's put a pergola back here. We have lawn. We can use it. I'm gonna put this fruit thing with the bananas in it to symbolize that time that Soso gave Callie bananas and she'd never eaten them before.
God, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... I think I said that as a joke and then just like to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm. But then it became real.
Then it became like a thing where Callie had just never eaten a banana before. And if you think about it, like, Goldcrest isn't like near any place tropical, so it kind of makes sense. And I don't assume that they have a lot of money for like the exotic food that comes in through the trade port anyway. And when pickpocketing, fruit is not high on my list of things to steal.
Just gonna place this.
Though perhaps it should be.
Here. Yeah. You don't put a high priority on fruit.
No. Start stealing fruit. I should not start stealing fruit. I need to get back to just like regular pickpocketing.
No,
just
you don't
regular...
steal the fruit. You leave the fruit behind in someone else's pockets.
No, Kildar's not here, right?
No, I don't think so. Wait, I can check.
I'm also checking. No, he's not. I actually last session, the session before last, actually reverse pickpocketed another party member. I don't know if it's gonna come back up.
Ooh.
Because I'm basically relying. The problem is, you guys have such low goddamn passive perceptions. That basically it's a guarantee you're not gonna catch me unless I really heck up. Like, I have to real hard fuck up for you guys to catch me.
I'd want to have that table cute, calm for tea time. The dining table, Akiko?
The dining table is cute.
Yeah,
and the teals almost match too.
Yeah, and because it's the thread, I feel like it's close enough because it's thin.
Yeah.
Cute hutch. Which hutch? The one with the big lock or the modern looking one?
The lock, you gotta keep me out of it. Yeah,
the
so
big one. Okay.
The problem is I never know, I have to kind of like also guess who's going to be going through their things, and I think I may have miscalculated if this character was going to go through their things, so I may have to like poke Mark and remind him that like, hey, I did this. But mostly it's just fun for me when y'all are trying to have smart conversation. Yeah, okay, yours isn't bad, but my sleight of hand is plus 11. Like, I guess not a knock at you, it's just like, I have to really mess up to get caught. You also don't have pockets for me to reverse pickpocket. Which is sort of a prerequisite to me pickpocketing.
Snockets.
Yeah,
you don't even have pants anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't have pants.
Oh my god, that was the best thing. Rad, when you tried... Who are you trying... You were trying to kick Sozo? But you didn't have legs anymore because you just have a giant tail now? I thought I was gonna die.
A whole bit before that, too.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was just like a whole thing. Like... Because it was... I stomp over, no, you don't have legs. And I kick, you don't have legs. It was like that reminder of like, here are some descriptions we can no longer use
Yeah.
because
Still getting used to it. Yeah. You've only been a Malison for like a session and a half.
So I have to roll a 5 or lower for Rad to catch me.
Literally 2 days. Yeah.
Not even. Like, not even 2 full days. We haven't gone to sleep yet.
Let's put a trash can out here before I forget.
In the mailbox?
Yeah.
I almost asked you what this thing was with Sims kicking over frickin' trash cans and me not being able to pick them up anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Then I remembered you don't play this game.
I don't. Good try, though.
You just build. You just build.
No play, only build.
No play, only build. But yeah, so I basically gamble to which one of you is gonna be going through your things.
I mean, we've all known each other for, like, in-game, I want to say, like, 3 weeks.
But I've known each other a couple months.
Yeah, but, like, as a party, like, a group all together.
I feel like with the traveling lately, it's been a little bit longer.
Yeah, we might have a time skip or something.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to our vacation, to our beach episode. Our beach episode where where the arcane casters, family drama has followed them.
Yeah, we're about to get that real good backstory from Nero.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Because if Callie can deal with his problems instead of hers, she's going to. This must be funny for Akiko, because she usually can only hear my end of whatever's happening. You will
I will
JG
JG went with someone.
I mean, do it.
Oh, it thinks that it's taller. Okay. Interesting.
Well,
interesting.
At this point, we have a teammate whose passive perception I still technically beat, even if I roll a nat 1.
And it's the wizard.
No, it's not Nero.
Oh, really?
No, I think Ashley has a 10 or 11.
Oh.
And the only reason I'd fail is because it's a nat 1. You already have the scenario in your head. Oh, God. Teddy, if you're gonna be chewing on shit you're not supposed to, you cannot be up here, sir. Up on my cookie.
Oh, I think I heard him.
So when I have to physically move him, that's just how we do. But yes, he makes noises.
Okay.
I'm excited and horrified for what's about to be unleashed upon us.
That's how it goes.
It's kind of hoping we were going to be done with the Trauma Congo line, but that's not how Mark runs his games.
No. Oh, this is kind of a funny story.
Oh boy.
So, in my other game,
Uh-huh.
the one that we were playing in person before, in the before times.
With Joe?
Yes, with Joe. I'm playing a barbarian, a dwarf barbarian, in that game.
Hildy, right?
What?
Hildy?
Yeah, Hildy. This is Hildy. So, I gave the GM, who is not Mark, 2 options for what my backstory could be. Because I'm a hill dwarf, and so I'm kind of like I'm a bit of a bumpkin. I'm out like from the country, and I came into Neverwinter. And it's like the first big city I've ever been in, and it's like a whole thing.
Okay.
So I said, and my whole village was wiped out by an evil wizard. So I gave him two options. I said, either, like, Hildy was out, you know, like, in the woods slaying bears and stuff, and then she came back, and she saw, like, the evil wizard leaving, having, like, killed her village, or Hildy was actually, like, mind-controlled by the evil wizard, and so is, in fact, the one.
Cece, no.
So the GM was like, nah, we won't do that. We'll just do, like, the regular thing. She didn't come back in time, and, you know, she wasn't able to save her village. And Mark was like, I can't believe he did that.
Was Mark, like, personally, but, like, was he, like, personally offended?
It's so the opposite of his GMing style, where his GMing style would be, like...
basically traumatized.
Yeah.
So this is how much Mark loves... This is gonna sound so terrible when I say it out loud. Mark loves it when we cry.
You know... To add a little context, a lot of times we play D&D to tell stories, and stories are successful when they make us feel things. And one of the things that Mark likes to make us feel is sad.
Yeah, so what Mark truly likes to do is elicit strong emotional reactions from us.
Yeah.
It just happens that his specialty is sadness. But I think he also likes, like, how, for example, how attached we are to bubbles. I think that pleases him, how attached we are to bubbles. Mm-hmm. So, like, Cece and I played in a World of Darkness game where we fought God at the end of all things, and you died. Your character died, and
my
your
son
character's son died.
And my girlfriend died.
And your girlfriend died.
Yeah.
And my character's sister died, and also her son, because there was a 30-year time skip, and my sister. And Mark described this painting to us where the surviving members of whatever happened when the universe got rewritten, appeared in our homes wherever we were. And so Mark commissioned somebody
to make the painting, which hangs here.
Yeah, in her office. In the back, the Portrait of 1,000 Tears. Mine is directly across from my bed. It's one of the first things I see in the morning. Because if I just stare at it enough, I'll desensitize myself to it. And it's just like Mark enjoys eliciting those reactions from us. Which is just super funny.
But, you know, it was a really great game. We're still talking about it.
One. It was the first campaign we ever completed.
I think it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because I think the other one we got close to was the one with Alara, and that ended in the TPK.
Yeah, we did. So that was it ended in TPK in 5th. But we did actually play that again. I played Alara again in Pathfinder, and that time.
Do you mean 3.5 or 3.0?
No,
because Alara wasn't originally 5e wasn't out yet.
I played Alara in 3.5, and then I played Alara in Pathfinder. And in Pathfinder, we did finish the game, but I think that was after. It was after.
Yeah, it was after, because I think we went directly from that game
to Pathfinder.
To Pathfinder.
Yeah.
But then we took a break for a little bit. Because that summer would have been you were in Spain and I was in Australia. And then we came back and jumped into World of Darkness. And Champions, respectively, on my end. But yeah, no, I'm never going to be desensitized to it. Which is actually sad, because several of the characters in that poster no longer exist. Which is sad. It makes me sad.
Yeah, I guess they died and then they also got disappeared out of existence.
Yeah. Or transmutated in some way, because Jamie is now Milo.
Yeah.
Is sad. But yeah, Mark definitely enjoys eliciting those reactions from us. And I I personally, and I can say this because he's not here, I personally really hope he fucks with Kildar. There are two characters I can't quite get what makes them tick, and Kildar is one of them.
So you're looking to see if Mark pushes buttons.
I'm really looking forward to seeing. Well, also because he's, in general, Kildar is like a really even-tempered player. Like he's not like me and Sip, right? Or even Amanda, who will bust out of nowhere and will just like have those fits of whatever if you push those buttons. Like he's pretty pragmatic, he's pretty even-tempered, and I really want to see Mark fuck with him. Also, I'm an asshole, but like I do really want to see what makes Nero tick, because we really don't know much about what he was doing before he showed up in Dashire. Even So we've learned we definitely learned a little bit about that.
Yeah, I think we've learned about as much as we can. No, we've learned more than So knows at this point.
We have. So we've learned, I think, I don't want to say as much as we can about everybody, because I know that there are still certain things that, like, Callie's not been explicitly honest about Surprise.
I'm shocked.
Well, you know, I'm sure there are still some things that Verity, not that Verity is deliberately omitting these things.
You just didn't ask her.
Yeah, no, 100%, that's my beat. I feel like there are like
everyone was like, well, obviously you're fleeing because there was a civil war, and then they didn't ask any additional questions.
I know your home is a shithole. Of course you'd want to not be there. That makes perfect sense. Just didn't realize that you're the reason it's a shithole.
Turns out I was the Civil War.
Oh my god! Why haven't we made a Civil War meme for the game?
There are 2 purple swatches, and none of them match the door, which comes from this pack.
8 tables to match your door, though?
I don't know. If it's purple, it should be purple. I wanted to use this door, but I don't think we have room for it. I'm honestly not sure we have room for the other double-wide door, but I'm making it work.
But yeah, I feel like there's like a couple like little things here and there that like we're still gonna have to learn. Or like we've said but maybe haven't been like
underscored.
Yeah. But we haven't really learned too much about what makes Nero tick. Like, I feel like everything Kildar dumped on us is mostly what we know out of character. Like, I think if he's said that in character,
I think he's implied some things.
He's implied some things, but I also
anything.
I don't think he's directly stated anything, and I don't think he's directly stated anything when we've all been together.
Yeah. The party has not compared notes yet.
Yeah, and we don't do a great job of.
Some of us aren't even taking notes.
I'm taking so many notes.
This is mostly a So thing, who in character doesn't remember anything.
In character, out of character, all character. But yeah, no, I also feel like he's said something, but I also feel like he's implied things when we haven't all been together. Because not only do we not compare notes, very rarely are all of us in the same space at the same time.
Because we keep splitting the party.
The party's big, though.
Yeah, the party's big. It's a big party.
I felt very attacked by that one message I saw where it was like, split your party into 3 party into 3 groups so that 2 of them can commit violent murders and the 3rd one is chilling in the woods. And I was like, We don't do that. And then I remembered the time that we did split into 3 groups and Sippin found a literal murder basement. You guys were in an actual underground, like, murder cavern.
And you and Ash played patty cake? Patty cake?
We were playing patty cake at a fountain, having a great time.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, yeah, okay, that's us. That's what's happening there. You're trying to take notes? Take notes, honestly, it's come in handy a couple of times. I didn't take any last session because my notebook was in the other room. But, yeah. Yeah, we're real bad about comparing stories. We also haven't had, like, a lot of downtime to, like, sit. I want to say since before we activated the marble, there has not been a lot of downtime.
Yeah. Well, we've been on, like, to quote Lord of the Rings, it's been a flight from danger into danger. Although danger has not been following behind so much. But we were, like, we left Dashire to go stop an undead horde invasion in Velport, and then we we didn't mean to leave Velport, but we did.
Oh, I meant to leave Velport, I just didn't mean to go there.
You didn't mean to leave Velport through that method.
Yeah. And then we were in the deep between, and then we were finding out that our lives were a lie, and then we were fighting a god, and then we were maybe inducted into a secret order.
We were like, oh good, finally we're back. We can work on stopping the Eventide Emperor. And then, like, the second we arrived, they were like, oh great, you're here. We need you to stop a civil war. Immediately.
A different civil war.
Not the one I started.
Yeah, no, this is a different one. We caused a lot of trouble.
I didn't mean to start a war.
Go add that to our playlist. I can hear the delay by when Akiko giggles. What? She just heard her own laugh in the stream. Shit, what is that song? Cece, what is that song?
It's Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. I'm not apologizing.
Don't apologize. She's got some good music.
She is releasing a rock album, and it sounds like it's gonna kick ass.
She actually has a song that I just added to our Seriad playlist, because that's what I do with my life, is make 5 million playlists. Yeah, no, we have a lot of shoes in the air that I'm waiting to drop, but I do personally want to watch Mark destroy somebody who isn't us. It's a simple want. Mostly because he doesn't have to do much.
Uh-oh. Who did it? Who did it? Who did you hear? Are you sleepy? Come here.
Baby.
Oh, she stole your toy. That's why you were up here. Here, play with your toy.
Oh my god.
She stole his toy. It's a rolly toy. So he rolls the ball, and then as he rolls it, treats come out. So she stole it from him because she didn't want him to have it, but she was also too lazy to roll it. So it just sat there with the treats in it. But he couldn't have it.
What the fuck, Leia?
Classic.
I'm sitting here going, wow, this is a really nice color scheme. Totally works for Verity. Looks over at your dice cam.
What can I say? Purple goes with teal.
Purple goes with teal. We spent, when you were making Verity, and you and I had this conversation the other day, we spent so many hours looking at dice for her. What is that?
What?
I don't know.
There was a table briefly. Was it the table?
What? No, sorry,
Oh,
I was
okay.
handed a marshmallow covered in whipped cream.
Oh!
Hot chocolate whipped cream.
Oh. That sounds delicious.
I'm also being told I'm eating it wrong.
Oh. Is there a wrong way to eat it?
I ate all of it. And yeah, I ate too much of the whipped cream without eating the whole marshmallow with the whipped cream on top of it.
I see.
No, look,
Just shove it in.
If I was a terrible person, I would say that I love all these little red-orange touches because they remind me of Callie, because that's one of her colors. But I know that's the swatch, and that's not anything like you can control.
It was not intentional, no.
No, that's just a really nice swatch in the tiny living pack. I love the swatch on those items because it's a really nice orange, and it's also a really nice purple, and it's a very rare. Hey,
Kildar! Hello and welcome.
Really glad I stopped talking shit about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, this is the Verity. We're building a tiny home for Verity.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool. This end table reminds me of Sophie.
Oh, Sophie needs that. Sophie needs that so much.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yo, that's dope.
Pretty
That's
nice.
super
I know it's
dope.
supposed to be a snowboard, but it could easily be a skateboard too.
Yes and no. It's the wrong shape for a longboard.
Mm.
No.
No.
Oh god, I
don't
do
see
not.
her as a skateboarder.
I feel like Callie might though.
Yeah, I could see Callie skateboarding.
See Callie skateboarding. I feel like a longboard in that shape would be really, really unwieldy because at that point you want it to be a little bit more narrow, and you definitely want that sharper nose and fin action going on.
But I feel like for a piece of furniture.
For a piece of furniture, yeah, for sure. No, 100%. I love that. Now I have to go put that in every house I've ever built for son of a bitch. They're all on my other computer. I didn't put any of them in the gallery.
In Japan, we have the phrase.
It's actually a really
It seats the whole party.
Really?
Yeah, because these poofs are chairs.
Right.
Yeah,
so
we
there's
have
2, 4, 6,
5,
7.
6,
Yeah.
7, yeah.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
can seat 7 in this tiny home.
Single
So
chair.
the rest of the party can come visit.
This chair is definitely for a school.
Which chair?
Or the single chair
Oh,
for his tail.
for his tail. Yeah.
How's your going, Kildar? I was really excited.
How's it going,
Kildar is doing his first playthrough of the Jedi Knight class in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Aha.
And that is probably my favorite storyline. It's going. I was really excited. He got to a really fun Kira Carson reveal.
Yay! I saw that you were streaming, but it was overlapping with when I was washing the dog. But I'll have to go back and check it out.
It was fun. His armor is super cool. Yeah, she's Laura frickin' Bailey.
Nice.
Cue harp music. I thought that I had that realization in our D&D chat, and now I'm realizing that maybe I didn't, because you and Rad had the exact same response when I mentioned that. And now I'm like, if there were like a handful of people who care that Kira is Laura, then I feel like they would be in that chat. Yeah, no, he's got really cool armor, and also he's got like tuxedo cat markings. It's amazing. Also, like, I like the little fake hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool. I like it. We were talking earlier about why CC chose Cleric for Verity. Also, curiously, Kildar, what is Nero's passive perception? No
I'm
reason.
also a
just
black
curious.
and gold themed Cathar. Oh wow.
Yeah, no, his armor is super like it's super cool.
Okay.
No, thank you.
13.
His passive perception.
Ah.
It has to be decent because you have a decent wisdom allegedly.
Me?
Yeah.
I can tell you what my passive perception is.
Also,
Oh,
I feel like
my mom found my pictures of the dog taking a bath.
did you post them on Facebook?
I sent them directly to my mother because she actually specifically requested video from me.
Oh my god, your mom is precious.
Yeah. So I actually have videos, but I can't post them to Discord because they're too powerful.
Powerful.
Yeah, so I'll have
All
to
that
figure it
floof action, you can't control it.
out. Ooh, fashion walk. Yeah.
You should. You should, especially if they're all dressed like Growler, because freaking awesome. The only character I have any kind of theme outfit for is Elaine. And I'm upset because the dye I have on the armor is not the color I want it to be.
My
Well,
passive perception is 14.
bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And my wisdom is a +4. I have an 18. It's what I use for my... Oh, it's about to be a 20.
I realized in
Assuming I
hindsight...
can finish the book in time.
I realized in hindsight, I read the sentence, and you probably meant your head to boots bird of prey theme is like an eagle or a hawk or something like that. But my brain went to Birds of Prey, the DC superhero team. And I was like, how the hell did you manage that? Because it's a lot of colors to mash up on one character, and not all of them go together. It's okay. I got there. Yeah, no, that's fine. I got there. It's alright.
Okay. My mom, I think, thinks the Instagram picture that you posted is recent.
It's not. I don't have any recent photos of your dogs that I've uploaded yet, because I gotta download them all. Oh, no. Oh, no, that is a super old picture. That is before,
She should
the
know.
fire.
Yeah, that's her couch.
Yeah, that's before the fire.
Yeah.
That was way back when we discovered that Leia was a cat.
Yeah, Leia's a cat. I don't know if you've heard.
No,
She's
no,
actually
no
in fact a cat.
distraction. I ask questions, you ask questions. I love that your mom thinks it's recent, but she should definitely know better.
She might not think it's recent. She might just like the picture. But she
It
saw
isn't
it
really.
because she follows her Instagram.
It is a really cute picture of Luke being like, "Please love me," and Leia's just like gazing longingly.
Leia climbed on the back of the couch because she's a cat.
Leia is a cat. Leia 10 out of 10 is a cat. I was like, why are you doing the bathroom in teal? Presumably all the purple looks weird as hell.
I mean, I have purple and teal selected and there's just nothing.
I'm really surprised there's no purple bathroom.
Yeah, apparently people aren't into having a purple bathroom.
Missed opportunity. That is so punk rock for Verity, that shower curtain.
No, yeah, no. It's not her at all, but
No.
it does remind me of Smudge.
Remind me a little bit of Smudge.
Maybe if I do a room for Kildar, like in the party build.
Dude, just for Smudge.
Yeah, maybe Smudge will be a bathroom.
I'm gonna write that down in case I forget.
Because he's a familiar.
Yeah. No. We don't have any tree houses in this version. The Sims 3, we had tree houses.
Dude, we had tree houses in The Sims 3?
We did in the family living or the parenthood or whatever the hell pack. There was, or generations. It was generations.
It always annoys
There were tree houses
when the shower walls are on the wrong side.
Yeah, that is my one gripe, is I can't control where that is.
Can I get in this way, or do I have to flip it, I think? Hold on.
No. Yeah, it has to be
You
on
have
the
to
same
get
side
in.
as the
Yeah.
So what does modern AU Verity look like? Or not look like, but what is she, like a college student, or because you and I do AU shit all the time, we have this conversation.
Archaeologist. In The Sims, archaeologist.
Amazing. Love.
Okay, so I'm imagining, start with a base of Evie from The Mummy. In fact, the parallels are pretty good because she also kind of low-key unleashed an ancient evil.
Low-key, that's literally the plot of the fucking story.
Well, I don't know if she's the one that
plot of that
unleashed
film.
it. Well, yeah, she did read the book, yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
No, she high-key
literally
unleashed an ancient evil. Yeah. And then we'll tweak it from there. I think she's a little bit more scattered than Evie was. Or maybe a bit, more... Her affect is a little bit more, I don't know, anxious or bubbly.
Nothing low-key about that movie. I love that movie. I should rewatch that movie. We should do a watch party with it. That's a good movie.
The first one holds up pretty well. There are some 90s elements to it, but I think that's to be expected from a movie that old. This bathroom just has
Returns wasn't
such a weird
terrible.
layout. What?
I said The Mummy Returns wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. It was not as bad as the.
Is that the one where they have a kid?
Yeah.
Do you know what I like about that?
He gets punished for being a shithead.
No. They don't swap her out for some new chick.
I think they do in the third film because
Well, that wasn't.
Rachel refused to come back. Rachel Weisz refused to come back.
Yeah.
And probably for the best. Shit, The Rock looks so young in this.
Yeah.
Wrong side of the river. Sorry. That. I got so excited when they were making a new Mummy movie, and then it was what it was.
I don't know if you can recapture the things about it that made it great, but I think you could make a new movie if you understand what was great about that movie.
Yeah, I think that the ability to make them is great, but there is something very, very special about that film.
They shouldn't have tried to make it a dark universe setup ahead of its time. I mean, WB is just so desperate to have a franchise.
Yeah, and they're
sloppy.
It's everywhere. It's not good. They're trying so hard, and it's not. They've officially announced a Superman reboot, I believe. which is a shame because Cavill, but also, like, they have to. I'm not really sure what's happening over. I'm concerned. I am concerned about what's happening at WB. What are you doing?
I'm trying not to have a door that opens into a wall, but I'm not able to.
Yeah.
Or I can, but then I'd have to lease this end table that side table that I like. So we're just gonna have the door open into a wall. The Sims won't care.
Yeah. The Sim does not care.
Yeah.
Put like a nice like piece of art there or something.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I think. Oh, there's one more thing that I need to add that's important.
The archaeology table?
No. I always forget where they are. They're in storage.
Bookcases?
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs 5 million bookcases.
Yeah. You know it. I know it.
Bookcases for days.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was you I was joking with the other day, though it may have been Mark. Where when we started this campaign, I had it in my head that Callie was like this barely functionally literate character because like why, her parents aren't super educated. She comes from a smaller trading town. Like she's better with math than numbers or with words. And the longer we've gone on and we've played, and I realized early on that I wanted to stack her into Arcane Trickster.
Mm-hmm.
I realized her int isn't actually so terrible, and then she actually has a few knowledge skills that are decent. And I was just like, you a secret nerd. You are a straight up secret nerd.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it. I was like, well, if she wasn't like, I had pitched to Mark an idea of a what if game where we all changed one thing about our characters, or that we all swapped classes.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if he'll do any of that. But I was like, this would be fun and we should do it just to mess with each other. Sippin and I can't because I think our play styles are too similar. But I realized belatedly, like, oh yeah, no, she, if she had grown up with her mother's family, she would have been sent to, a wizard school, and she would have been a wizard, and this is what it would have been, and oh my god, she's a secret fucking nerd. Are you at the class swap? Nero, but his mom is still around. What kind of wizard would Nero be if his mom was still around? Totally go cleric or paladin of Arathis. Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ah.
Interesting.
Cleric or paladin. So this is interesting because Nero has been kind of dabbling with religion.
Yeah.
His hardcore necromancy is tied to things.
We were just talking about that. We were literally just talking about that. But yeah, Nero has been kind of like dabbling with religion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this came up like last session when I was starting to struggle with religion myself, where I was like, do I go to Verity or Nero or Ash to ask this question that I have? But yeah, no, I'm always like trying to think of like what would be different about our characters if one thing changed. I spent a lot of time in his backstory and how it ties to his core ideals, life choices, etc. So the thing we were talking about literally just before you popped into stream was I'm waiting for the Nero shoe to drop. Like there are a couple characters I think I've more or less figured out, and I know there's like a few little things from Verity that obviously I don't know, and there's a few little things from Callie that she's not been completely honest about, but she, more or less. I think there's like one or two like little small things, but they're not like, hey, I stole the objects that's gonna end the world. It's not like that level of bullshit. It's just small detail omissions. But Nero's one of the two that I can't completely like peg. Embracing religion, focus on civilizing and protecting people is on par. Okay. But yeah, I'm ready to deal with Nero's.
Is Nero lawful neutral?
I think Nero might be lawful evil.
No, Nero's not lawful evil.
Doug was. Oh, he is neutral.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely neutral, but I wouldn't say lawful neutral. Yeah, because he's definitely lawful because he's got that code with the contracts.
So our thing the other day in chat was you said something about Nero being creepy, and I was like, is he creepy though? Because in Callie's brain, he's just a cinnamon roll. He's just Nero. He's not creepy. He's just a cinnamon roll. Like, this is where the rogue in the party complete. And all of a sudden, Callie's complete misunderstanding of people is suddenly making a lot of choice in her, making a lot of sense with her life choices. But I'm eager to see Nero's daddy issues play out.
Anything to distract from Callie's.
Callie's just gonna nope out of it. Callie's just gonna like, I'm not dealing with this.
We're not having this discussion. Yeah.
We can swap. I'll deal with your dad and you can deal with mine. We'll just trade for a day. It'll be great. There's no way that this could go wrong. Definitely trying to play a wholesome necromancer who's still a necromancer. Yeah, no, I really like what you're doing with Nero though.
It's a great concept.
It's a great concept. I love it. Reminds me, you need to draft shit for his half sister. Yes, I had to go, and I'm gonna add, I think, a few more details. I had to go add some stuff for Ed, and did legit forget that I forgot that I made her whole family super hot. So when I handed Mark,
It's not gonna work out for you.
It's not. When I handed Mark, or when I gave all this backstory stuff to Mark, because I can't not backstory stuff. It's just what I do. I actually completely thought he was gonna go a different direction. I thought we were gonna deal more with Aveline's side of the family and deal with that, because we were in Astriel, we were in Dashire. Hollivard Keep is just on the other side of the mountain ranges from Dashire.
Yeah, but like in between is the entire like
right.
undead capital.
But also in between is all the fucking dwarves that I thought Sippin was gonna want to go mess with.
Oh yeah. Well, it really doesn't matter what we want because we have to stop an entire army of undead.
Yeah, so like I had given him this stuff with the Iron Lords and that. And he was just like, nope, you did this thing. Here's what we're gonna do. And I was like, I did do this thing. This is my fault. I did this. So yeah. Verity's family is non-existent, right?
Well, supposedly they're dead.
Raised... Huh?
Supposedly they're dead.
Okay.
But, you know.
Yeah, Mark.
They might not be. Like, I could make it so that they're not. I could have family come up if we needed it to for the plot. But supposedly they're dead, and that she was raised by an order of priests and like very sheltered.
We have such a weird goddamn party. We have Verity, who literally grew up in a cave. Not literally, but like hole in the wall.
I grew up in a monastery, thank you very much. And then I lived in a palace.
You look so offended.
In a cave. I mean, come on.
I'm sorry, not a literal cave. In a, access to the outside world.
Was cut off, yes.
Yes. And then we have Soso, who's been alive for 5,000 years.
She remembers parts of it.
And somehow also none of it. And then Soar also remembers nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And Callie just makes bad decisions. You know what, though? Callie's actually really young, so I'm not...
Okay, you can add this one. You can add Perfect by Pink to the playlist, too. Bad decisions once or twice. It's like the party anthem.
Yes. I do have Losing My Religion on there. I have Kings and Queens by Ava Max. I actually have a bunch. Callie's okay. So the fireplace near the bookshelf gives you anxiety. I had to mention. So I completely overhauled Callie's playlist recently. And there's some weird shit in it, and I just not sure what to do with my life. Oh, fun fact.
It's even worse because fireplaces in my builds tend to spontaneously catch everything on fire.
Luckily, your god is a water god. Fun fact before next session, Nero's human father is 63 years old.
Oh, so you had an elf mother.
Yes, I actually figured that out. When I realized when he said he had a human half sister, I put that together. Should the number 63 be important to me in some way, or is it just your dad's old as hell and we could probably scare him into having a heart attack? Because I'm sure between Sora and Callie, if you really ask, we could make that happen.
I don't know what fireplaces are supposed to be like in real life, so.
He's young, but he's actually in his early 40s. Oof.
It's a bit creepy for your mom to be shipping you two, isn't it? Because half elf, that makes sense. Maybe she just wants you to end up with a doctor.
Made a lot of bad decisions, and I'll leave it at that. Honestly, Nero is probably legitimately one of the nicest men she knows. A doctor. Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, yeah, she spent her formative years with, the Thieves Guild. The fact that Nero... I also feel, and I didn't really think about this until Friday, I actually feel like Callie's father is, legitimately older than her mother. Where I think Mark mentioned that they were married, but I don't actually think that they are. I always kind of imagine... You guys watched...
Why would they be married?
Yeah, she runs a whorehouse. That's not what's happening.
Who would do this? Does he want, a cut of the earnings? What is he...
I actually imagine... Do you remember the first season of Black Sails?
Yeah.
Where Eleanor Guthrie had this kind of exclusive, non-exclusive relationship with... Was her name Max?
Yeah.
I kind of actually imagine that that's what was happening, where Ava was working, as she does, and that Ed kind of had this thing where I'm going to pay extra so she can't be with other people because she won't quit her job and be with me, type of deal, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because also... No, he kind of let somebody try to murder her kid. Come up, right? So, right?
What?
That Callie's ex tried to murder her.
Callie's ex tried to murder her?
No, okay. Never mind. It's fine. This is fine. We're all gonna. It's fine.
We'll find out next session, apparently.
If he shows up, he might not show up.
He's on the dock.
That's my father, not my ex.
Oh. Okay. But you said that your father let someone try to murder you, so that means he was involved.
That's true. I did. So we explained this, didn't we?
You said that with your face. Out loud.
Said that with my face out loud. No, Callie, I thought explained that she helped she helped her father's second in command pull a job, but that job was actually stealing from her father, so she stole it back.
That's how she got the marble.
And then yep, that's the marble.
Ah, I see. Oh, I did not realize that was her ex.
Not a great moment for her.
I don't know if she maybe highlighted that part.
I don't think that, in hindsight, I don't think that she did. In hindsight, I do not think that she brought that up.
No, I think she might have conveniently just not mentioned that.
That's okay. I'll just have So murder the dude. It's fine. Wait, one of the thieves skills focus count. Yeah. Yeah. Callie makes a lot of bad life decisions, guys.
I mean,
I do term X loosely here. By the way, it's not like, oh my god, Joey's so cute. Like, it's not like that.
His name is Joey. Go on.
His name is not Joey. That's not his name. The guy that she stole from it. Remember when I don't know why she was in the bath, but she had that big ass scar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the guy she stole from.
Wait. The guy who gave her the scar?
Yep, the guy that
okay.
the guy who stabbed her is the guy that she stole from. Yeah.
Hey, James.
Hey,
welcome
James.
and thanks.
Roll the dice.
Oh, it was roll the dice. I thought it was hungry.
But
that's okay because I'll do both. I'm gonna do this one in 2 rolls. We're gonna have some new dice in here soon, and this is entirely Mary's fault. Because she showed me a bunch of dice. And then I bought some of them.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Make it a triple. Excellent.
And to pet the critter.
My favorite part about this is I've gotten you and Rad to buy dice in the last week, and I have bought none.
Now you're buying dice through us.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 17,
Ooh.
a 3, and this was an
Dice
11.
Cam, I think, is frozen.
Oh, dice cam's frozen. Hold on. Okay, I'll re-roll.
Yes. Did that really not come up? I thought I talked to Soso, but did I, like, oh no. I had, like, a whole mental conversation of, hey, Soso, I might need you to kill a dude for me in my head, and then never actually talk to Amanda about it.
Well, I think Soso would be really hyped to kill a dude for you, particularly if he sucked. So.
Yeah. Our Amazon Prime subs go on the dice board. The dice board does have a really nice sound. It truly does. That dice box makes a nice thud noise.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Prime subs are gone. I had a bit about
I think they have to be renewed, but I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I think they're month by month. They don't auto renew.
Oh, cool. They're still there. Is that? Oh, none of my d20s were in that roll. Cool.
When you hit the sub button, scroll all the way down.
20, and an 18. Okay, we've identified what it takes for me to roll well. My dice need to be on camera to roll well. Because when the camera was off, I rolled an 11, a 9, and a 3. I turned the camera on, they're like, oh, we're on stage, gotta roll well.
Thing is that you have to turn your camera on Discord when we play, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing dice cam on Discord in order to get rolls.
I'm not mad, I like watching dice.
Okay, who wants to come up here? We have a pet the critter. Which critter would like to come? Come here. Come here,
They're
sleepies.
still mad at you from getting a bath. If you guys pop into the Discord, CC posted a couple pictures of their bath this afternoon.
Yes.
In the pets channel. And Leia looks so betrayed and offended.
Come on, Lucy.
Like, so... We'll do it live, dice. Oh my god, yes. That's exactly what it is. Actually, I think I can technically... Nope, this is a Discord CDM. Damn. Which is a shame, because Leia looks so deeply offended.
Thinking about getting Nitro just so I can post their videos.
Amazing. You know, I actually almost bought Amanda a couple sets of dice.
The number one thing stopping me from buying dice for other people is that I am not going to see them.
Yeah, I mean, at least with Amanda, I'll see her at the dog park.
Yeah. Will you shake?
Which is funny, because all the
girl.
dice... You've given me a couple sets of dice over the years, and they've always rolled fine, so it's not even like a you buying dice thing. Leia, I miss Leia so much, Papa.
Are you extra fluffy today? Because I blow dried you for like an hour, and your fur's so soft.
She looks extra floofy and soft.
She
and
is
tired.
extra floofy and soft and tired. Yes. Come here, Leia. Will you show your floof? Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I don't know if you can see her floof.
I can.
She does not want to do this. She wants to go to sleep.
That's fair.
Okay. Luke, can you come up here? Yeah, you did it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I know your sister got snacks, so you have to get snacks too.
Luke is ready. He is
Shake.
so ready.
Shake. Luke. Shake. That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
The thing stopping me from buying dice for other people is if they roll like garbage. I don't want to be responsible for that, but I figure if I buy you dice,
Okay.
odds are no poppers. Worst case is they roll the same as they always roll.
Yeah.
Best case is they roll better.
You guys gonna stay there?
Yeah, they're gonna stay there and they're gonna hang out and be super happy about it.
Okay.
Yeah. The TLDR about all of this was I have spent the last several bits pondering what other shoe is gonna drop for Nero. Because I feel like unless your family is still alive, we've hit all of Verity's secrets. Trying to read your facial expression, but there's a delay.
There is one more element that I did put into my backstory, but I actually don't think it's gonna come into play. I don't think that's where the story's going.
Okay.
But
Does that mean
who knows?
Does that mean you can tell us?
There's an additional NPC. I do like that we're slowly digging into each other's backstories to push the main plot forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think so.
Now?
I actually thought we
Still
were going to
here,
be
actually.
leaving Astral. This is the most elegant campaign. Yeah.
Oh,
This is,
you should tell Mark that. He likes to get compliments.
Yeah, I think all of my gushing for him has
Yeah, he doesn't believe me because I'm his wife. But if you tell him, he'll believe you.
See, I say things like Mark is my favorite storyteller, and he just doesn't give a shit anymore. But, you know, you should tell him. I'm also excited for one day when Star Wars comes back, because I really enjoyed Star Wars. Is it... Now I have to guess.
Hi,
Is
Alethea.
Hey, Alethea, what's up? Is it a friend
Yes.
in the backstory?
Yeah, she had a friend.
Is it my boy?
I can't. Mark doesn't believe his own wife. Yeah. Well, he actually, yes, because I'm his wife, sometimes he just ignores my opinion. because I love him, so obviously I'm not reliable. It'd be a little bit like his mom saying he was the best GM ever.
Nah. I love that you just compared your no, I love this campaign to my mom says I'm special. Like, what the fuck?
I feel like that's how he hears my campaign feedback.
Fair enough. You love him so clearly your judgment just sounds like, yeah, but we all love him, like, differently, but yeah. You know, sometimes it's also really nice to just tell your DMs that you appreciate them, because they spend a lot of time doing a lot of work, which is why after our Star Wars campaigns I always try to remember to thank Kildar. So Kildar, if I ever forget to thank you, please know that I appreciate that as well, because there's no greater joy in my life than hacking things with lightsabers.
Speaking of which, GM's Day is March 4th this year. So if there is a GM in your life who you would like to appreciate, that is a
GM
good day to try it.
is this week. It is Thursday. Is GM Day on Critical Role Day? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I think it's probably time to add floors to this build.
Not that I don't believe you, but it is. You are right. Well, I guess that takes care of whatever fucking posts we're gonna have on Thursday.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Cece. I always thought you haven't watched since before you got laid off at New Year's. I've been trying to catch up. I was watching it earlier, actually, on Friday, and you popped into stream, and so I stopped and was watching your stream. So now I'm behind again. Because standing your friends is more important than Critical Role.
Whoa. Okay, apparently when you hold down Shift and Zoom, it zooms a lot.
Oh shit, okay. Did I not save that under what I thought I did? Okay, that's bad. There we go. I'm going to add this to Holiday Bowl.
Yeah, it's a lot. And if you fall behind, it can,
yeah.
It can be hard to catch up. Oh, aw.
S tier DM, hard to... Yeah, it is a lot to keep up on. Thanks
so much for resubbing, James.
Resubbing.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's March 4th every year, it looks like. Yeah. Ooh, I love that floor so much.
The Koa from I'm Living.
Yeah. That's actually... Oh, that makes so much sense. The vinyl flooring I put in my house is Koa wood.
Ah.
At least I'm consistent, it's fine.
Oh.
It's not that color, but that makes a lot of sense. Thematics.
What is S tier? Is that
it's
Flora
like
and Dog Stream? Yeah. He's right here. I'm petting him, but he's sleeping. Yes, I'm talking about you. He's sleeping, so you can't see him because he wants to be laying down. And I'm like, should I put my face in the camera or should we see the dog? And I'm like, well, obviously we should see the dog. That's the priority.
yeah.
Here you go. Okay. Oh, don't fall down. You're gonna fall down. You're gonna fall down and land on your sister.
He doesn't care. He cares not. I was so focused on International Tabletop Day, I actually forgot about GM's Day. Because we have a couple holidays coming up this year that land on Tuesdays, and those are stream days.
Ah.
Including,
There's stream
I
days, Luke. There's stream
believe,
days.
my favorite holiday is on a Tuesday this year.
Is that May
and
the
that
4th?
It is May the 4th. I'm very predictable. Yeah, May the 4th and International Tabletop Day are both on Tuesdays this year. So we're gonna do something fun for those. I just don't know what those things are yet. I've talked a little bit to Mark about it, and we're trying to. I was not explicit in my request on one of my requests, and he was like, and I was like, please assume that if I'm asking you for something, I'm explicitly asking you for something. So we're gonna figure it out. What I think I might do is we might either revisit Baldur's Gate or Neverwinter Nights or something.
Baldur's Gate would be fun.
I think they did just release that new Druid patch.
Nice.
And
something funny to me about a Druid patch.
Huh?
Something funny to me about a Druid patch.
Yeah. We have to patch the Druid. So Druid was actually the first D&D class I ever played. Because Kiwi originally was a Druid, even though I think I actually played her as if she were a ranger. From a class perspective, she was a Druid. I'm gonna give her like cobblestone, like dirt cobblestone in the bathroom.
Yeah, I like that it has teal, but it looks very run down.
And it doesn't even look run down. It just looks like you're
gross.
It looks dirty. It looks like you're gonna get stuff on your feet when you get out of the.
Looks like a bathroom in Dashire.
I don't want to think about bathrooms in Dashire. I do not.
In New Dashire?
Still no. I am anticipating.
Oh, we'll do the vampire tile. The vampire tile's nice.
The vampire tile is nice. I love that tile. That was such a random find that I love so much.
Really think like it's worth the whole pack.
Honestly, it is. They're really nice tiles. Looks like medieval. A little bit, yeah. I know Mark is getting up to some points of the script that I'm very fond of for Seriad, and I told him to let me know when he gets there because I have a very specific photo reference for the face that Callie makes when Nero makes her lock the guard tower, relock the guard tower, and then Semple spends 5 minutes trying to unlock the door.
And he was so drunk he wouldn't have even noticed.
And I had to confirm with Mark that was the week I was playing in his office due to shenanigans.
Yeah.
Because at one point he muted himself because he was laughing at my face so hard. Because I was, like, in my brain, I had been, like, completely ignoring Mark, like, as if he wasn't there. And, like, I was so focused on the fact that Doug made me relock the door, and I was just like, really? Like, why? So I really need the absurdity of that moment to come across in Callie's, just for me, just for my own hilarity. But yeah. So that I know that moment's coming up. I think that moment's coming up when we get back to the town, though. And I did get to read the end of the first draft for issue 1 for that. So I know it's going to be a couple of issues, but we did. You're gonna paint. Oh, it's very very lightly purple. That's nice.
I think it's not too much. I think it's actually complimentary.
It's very complimentary.
It's offset with the wood. The wood like warms it up.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, right.
I was like, really? You're gonna paint it? You're gonna paint it white? And then I realized that it wasn't white because the way you had your camera angled, the light was reflecting off.
Yeah, the light. The light by the door is really intense, so I'm gonna have to change the lighting fixture there. It's blowing out the wall.
I'm actually going to.
I'm changing my where I'm sitting so that he can sleep on me better. Still here.
So. Oh, Joe Popper. So. Verity in the game is. I'm gonna drop a link. To our.
I like this purple. It's good. Good. I'm glad.
To our new Verity art because she's got a little bit of opalite design going on as well in the new species because she can't strictly be a tiefling. Was the opal on purpose or?
The opal was not my request.
Okay.
The opal was actually Mark's request.
Okay.
He wanted. It's has to do with the magic system and the way the magic works.
I knew he was requesting gemstones. I didn't know if specifically like the opal. Because I know you like opals.
I do. I do like opals a lot.
So I didn't know if that was a specific reference or just because it was pretty and colorful and he likes colors.
He has a thing he's doing with the magic, and it's color based, and for reasons I don't know how. I'm not describing it very well.
That's fine. That's all right. But so this is the character that this house is loosely based off of in her alternate form.
Oh, I can put her up on the screen as a reference.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
I just dropped a link in chat. Because I didn't want to make you do. Not that I think you hate looking at. Wow, those dice really do just match that fucking crystal, don't they?
Yeah.
The staff looks a little bit like Gandalf's staff from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, don't hate that.
I'm looking at it now and I'm just like, oh damn, like actually.
And let's see. Sneak peek one. That's the tiefling. That's actually, this is art by Amanda. Yeah.
Amanda drew that.
Yeah. And then let me see if I can. Yes.
Great picture too.
Let's see.
So a tiefling looks like the one that CC had up on the screen is a proper tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
What I dropped in chat is not a tiefling. Tieflings are owned by Wizards of the Coast and Dungeons and Dragons, so in the script that Mark is working on, we actually have to change several of the races. Tieflings can be purple, they can be blue, they can be red, they can be gray, I think, as well.
Yeah, green even.
Are there green tieflings?
Yeah, if you want to be, I think. I think it depends on your patron, right? This
No,
is the in-progress art.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
They all,
Yeah.
the horns they do have. The horns they definitely have. That is a thing. Verity is actually probably my most exposure to a tiefling. We haven't had them historically in our games. Just because that's just how it has shaken out. And I feel like with 5e, they've become a little bit more popular.
Yeah,
For sure.
they changed some stats on them and stuff.
Yeah. You feel happier now after playing Pathfinder Dimension? Verity is very calming opal horns, because let me tell you, semi-precious jewels also make me feel
There's a
happy.
DLC mode that's endless. Roguelike. You're not meant to survive. Ooh. Is that
Oh, shit.
relaxing?
Is that what?
Relaxing.
I mean, it can be.
That's what I'm asking.
It would not be. It would not be relaxing for me.
Yeah. I never roofed this thing.
Not. Conveniently, though, I feel like this is going to be a pretty easy roofing job for you.
So,
After
why would you say that to me now?
Died.
Before
Like,
roofing it.
You don't have. Oh. I mean, you lopsided them.
Yeah, exactly.
I reached the Fed Eventer, so scroll over it says, so I have no. Oh, that's nice. Cool.
Nice.
I mean, is it? But your tiefling colors really fly the Andron flag, which I guess is pretty deep. Oh, does she? Do they? Is that the androgynous flag color? Is that even like a thing?
I mean, they go really well together as colors.
I honestly just put that in as a CC likes these colors.
I just really wanted to be purple.
That's fair. Everyone gets a flag. Fair enough. Yeah. I also mostly went in the CC likes purple. I feel like she's more purple in game because there's more colors here. In the game, she has purple hair too, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Purple hair and purple eyes.
Yeah.
Layers
Where here she's got that red and that little bit of blue.
I think it adds some contrast to red.
Kind of video game terms.
But in the, when I made her in, Calico yesterday, her accent color was mint green. Because that also goes pretty well with purple.
It does. That is actually my current lightsaber setup. Is purple and
Oh,
mint green.
nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So the first thing for me
I
is
don't like
always
this.
learning your
Isn't
craft.
working for me.
It has a face. I don't like it.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where
It has
the music is
eyeballs.
going,
Oh,
ultimately. This
maybe.
is when it's
Okay, so
in
there's this
and
thing
you're still thinking
I've
about
seen
it.
people do.
You've got
I-
to know how to
Have kind of a
basically
weird-
see it through completion,
never mind.
practically on your own these days, and have it.
I was gonna
stand
say, what if you
on its
do?
own
You made that
with
tiny home
everything
art
else
studio with the upstairs thing. What if you did something like that and made it like a study nook for like your archaeology skill set?
I'm out of
Object.
tiles.
Right, but didn't you like get around that by not putting the fourth wall on?
Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, we'll do that with half the...
I mean, you don't have to. I just feel like Verity would have like a nice little like
You know, I think we could do it.
honey. Because also, like, if you look over like where that cactus is at that view is spectacular.
And
Like
a
down
lot of
into
that
the
doesn't come
canyon.
down to what plugins
Nope.
you
Yeah,
have,
this way.
but I mean, sure,
Yeah,
having
like,
the
that's a
right reverb
really
helps
cool
and
view.
everything.
Yeah, it is.
and like being able to sit out there and like look would just be nice.
It really comes down to what's
You're right. You're right.
what's in your head and what's in here.
Trying to give
what's
her
in your
something
heart.
nice to do.
Let's see.
I know, no one cares.
And those two things are what make the best video game music, in my opinion.
All the more, yeah, exactly. All the more reason to have a balcony, especially since like
Because I'm not really
we
talking
know
about video game music. I'm
And
talking
that's
CC
the
about
sinkhole.
music.
knows how to cheat that because she's already done it.
I have. I
Like,
was
she
debating whether or not I would need it, but I thought I'd.
I don't think you need it. I think that it's just like a nice little like, oh hey, look at like this nice thing that I have like in addition to.
You have to
Also,
be able
oh
to
my God,
feel.
Dinah.
You have to know how to
Mother,
take
mother,
those in your head
please!
and in your heart
Come here.
and
No,
say something.
if you want holes, if you want pets, you come get pets my way.
And I don't think that's necessarily something you learn in school
She's so mad right now.
or something
Yeah.
you learn from reading a book or watching YouTube videos or anything.
But you're still being
I think
held.
that's more
And
something
you're not
you
even
learn
really struggling.
from doing it, from trying it over and over and over and over and over.
Don't struggle.
The other audio
What is-
you're hearing is Pretzel. It's a lo-fi station. It's called Learn Your Craft, featuring Jason Graves by Abstraction. This lo-fi has a lot of dialogue in it, which I thought was kind of distracting, but it was about video games, so I was like, eh. I'm not sure if they can get up the... Well, we'll play test it, I guess. Gonna head to bed, but first what? Ah, script sneak peek. Ooh.
Is Mark here?
I can get him. We can make this happen. If he's not here, I can actually make it work myself.
That's right. Right.
I have access to the document.
You have access to the document. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm not being an asshole when I say that like Mark is like legitimately one of my favorite storytellers. And I am super excited for how excited he is about this script. Like, he had a really fun time working on it, and I think that comes through really, really well. So I like sharing that with people. I like sharing the things my friends are excited about with people. But also because I'm curious to know. The last time we had a script sneak peek, it was it the cat house gag?
Was it?
Was it? Or was it the combat scene?
I don't know. I don't know what the last
I know-
one was.
I know we posted the cat house gag because you and I talked about it, and then Mark showed it to me like I hadn't seen it.
I don't.
And I was like, sweetie.
I don't
that's
think it
last
was
I
the
remember.
last one, but it was.
It's been a little while
Oh, yeah.
since we've had a script sneak peek. I know Mark finished the script, but I don't know if we sneak peeked it.
Okay, I have it open, so I'm grabbing something.
Ma'am, don't you dare
Oh.
eat my washi tape.
Not me. This is Dinah. This is for Dinah.
Yeah, no, sorry. She was eating my washi tape. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Mhm.
That was suddenly relevant. I also don't appreciate that you immediately tried to eat the D20 tape, cat. Laugh at me, Kildar. Or are you laughing at the cat house joke? Because
Oh, I'm deciding if I want to do Callie working over Semple.
they do that just because that was such a weird conversation to have with Mark.
I don't. It's not. It doesn't have the final edits yet.
I know, I figured, but that was such a... I'm going to let Cece post this, and then I'm going to make my statement, because hashtag spoilers, I guess. So you haven't made the edits we discussed this.
We did not. I did not.
Okay. Also, I 10 out of 10 approve of this being what you're posting when Amanda's not here.
Well, it was this or his shipper bait.
He already posted. Oh no, he posted that.
Okay.
He posted the what was affectionately referred to as the bedroom scene, which is not what. Actually,
I understand how a man can ship tease his own self.
And he's doing it so hard. He's ship teasing himself so bad. Like, because he mentioned to me a couple weeks ago, he's like, because he had been shipping Callie with Semple, and I was like, that's no go. That's a non-starter. He has legitimately tried to kill her best friend. Like, that's not an option for her. And he's like, well, if it's not Semple, then I'm shipping her with Callie or with Verity or Nero. And I was like, Nero's known her since she was a kid. That's awkward. Also, he's her teacher. That's weird. I get it.
Okay, I have the draft sample. How do I share it? In the famous words of RuPaul, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love someone else? Gotta ship yourself first. That's very true. True words.
Rightful. True words, James. True words. But yeah, he is ship teasing the hell out of himself. And I think it's both hilarious and terrible.
If it
that
fits,
this is
it
an
sits. If it
odd-
sits, I ships.
If it fits, I sit. I like that. Which is funny because I feel like in our group I'm usually like first on board the ship. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
right after Amanda.
Amanda didn't flag this one though because it's
Mm.
not really a ship as far as I'm aware. Says the person who's half of this.
Oh, yeah. Well, as the other half of this, I was also not aware that it was a ship.
Yeah, I wasn't either. So it was just like, what? It's my fault though. It is my fault. I think overall, I told Mark that like, I think I told him Callie's not directly opposed to it in the far future post game, as like an ultra super slow burn, and he just ran with that. And now we're here. And I was like, yeah, but like, one.
Yay! I did
lot.
it! I did it!
You got to work, yay!
We did a script sample.
Quirky over Semple. Oh god. Did I actually do this? When was the last time we did a watch party?
Not for a while. I've been meaning to try to do a watch party of the movie Your Name for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to do Your Name, and then there were a couple you and I were gonna do, and I've suggested a couple for us to do on stream as well.
Bye, Luke.
Bye, Luke.
Bye, Luke.
Luke's like, if there's no
Hi.
shipping, I'm gone.
Are you only here? You're here for ships and you're here for chips, right?
So I don't remember this. Was I hustling Semple?
Yeah, you were. You were super hustling him.
I
So in the game, you actually did hustle him at cards, but Mark only had 2 pages to resolve this, so he didn't want to actually like block out a whole card game for it. So he has her. Yeah.
I do not remember this at all. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't remember hustling Semple.
So what in the story is a history of you hustling him is what happened in the game. You actually hustled him.
Yeah.
But
I believe I did it.
Yeah.
He
was very drunk. Like
Don't
very
remember.
drunk.
Was I doing it just to fuck with him?
I don't remember why you did it, but after you did it, you snuck out to his
Oh, that's
house.
when I broke into his house and
Yeah.
Right.
The
And then I hid
rogue
in the
snuck
room.
off on her own.
And then I snuck in his office, and then I hung out in there while he was doing his paperwork, and then I found plot.
Yeah.
As I do. Should I read this? Or are we gonna let chat read it themselves?
I don't know. I haven't figured out how to... Yay, you liked it?
You're very welcome.
Oh, I'm glad.
So, Callie actually was a sort of a, I don't want to say build template for Kara, but I built Callie before I built Kara, and then I never played Callie.
It was one of those games that we started and played like a session of.
Yeah, and then I just never got to play her. So if chat has read this preview, Mark sent this to me and he was very, very excited about it. And does this still have the forehead kiss? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Mark, spoiler alert, if you've not been following the streams or listening to us talk about these characters, Callie's mother is a madam at a house of ill repute. Callie is not going to hustle people with a forehead kiss. I just hear Kiko. Callie is going to use what I believe Amanda would refer to as dem titties.
I believe I sent Mark a clip of Ursula saying body language.
Yeah, so both of us, it's the only time I think I've ever given Mark notes of more boobs, please.
Yeah, and he basically, he was like, he told me, you need to write this because I'm uncomfortable.
Because he's what?
He's like, I'm not comfortable writing this. So he's gonna have me do it.
Which is funny because I think I told him exactly what she would do.
Just let him be a cinnamon roll.
No, it's adorable. I love it. I love that he's like, I don't want to do this because, you know,
he doesn't want to do anything that might be creepy or weird. And that's one of the things we love about him.
It's one of the things. Callie used seduction. It was super effective. Look. Callie understands that all tools are tools at her disposal. And those are tools that she has at her disposal to get the things that she wants. In this particular case, it's being puppy dog-eyed by her friend into going out to a place she doesn't actually want to go to. Callie doesn't want to leave the town. Callie wants to GTFO and not go to the zombie horde-infested nonsense.
Well, as Verity hopefully points out in the shipper bait.
In the bedroom scene. Fucking can't with him. I just fucking can't.
They're not going to get enough money from just stealing Semple's paycheck to make it back to Alafast on their own. They're going to need a bigger score.
And we know we're not because I've taken all of his money.
Yes. You basically have a pretty good idea of what his paycheck is because you've taken it all.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the only time I think I ever gave Mark that note, because it's also, I think, a very far departure from Anne. Mm-hmm. Anne does not do that. I keep pinging me on Discord. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Oh boy. List of things to say when someone asks you why you don't want kids. I don't want to have children. I want to stay single. Let my hair flow in the wind while I ride through the glen firing. Okay, so here's the thing. Last night in D&D, a meme was shared where I disagreed with some wizard school sorting of some characters. The characters are in question are Jack Frost, Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the Third.
Oh my god.
Rapunzel.
He's the third?
Yeah, the third.
His father's name is Hiccup Horrendous Havoc?
No, there are no. His father's name is Stoic the Vast.
Okay.
But there are other
Hiccup. Horrendous.
Hiccup horrendous haddocks in the Hairy Hooligan tribe.
Yes.
Rapunzel and Merida. And in one of the photos, it's them sorted into Hogwarts houses. And I strongly disagreed with Hiccup being in Hufflepuff.
I think Hiccup's very brave. I think he might be a Gryffindor.
I said Ravenclaw.
Interesting.
Oh
well, he does research that.
Yeah, and I said, and I followed this up with I could actually. So the photo is Merida in Gryffindor, Hiccup in Hufflepuff, Rapunzel in Ravenclaw, and Jack Frost in Slytherin. I don't know enough about Jack to make an argument.
Who is Jack Frost?
From the Guardians of something. I haven't.
I missed whatever that was.
Yeah. We'll do a watch party, dear. So I said in chat during D&D that I could make the argument for honestly, I could also make the argument for Hiccup being in Slytherin. But the argument I made was for Merida from Brave being in Slytherin. And while the group disagreed on the quality of the Brave film, the thing that we unanimously decided was the best part of Brave was King Fergus.
Yeah.
Because it is. Because when he impersonates The Rise of the Guardians, a movie about childhood myths like Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, Sandman. Yes. When the mother is venting at the king, he says, I don't want to have children, I want to stay single and let my hair flow in the wind as I ride through the glen, firing arrows off into the sunset. And he does it in like this really stupid and it's wonderful. It's very, very true. And King Fergus is the best. I love him. Yeah, I could make arguments for a lot of them, and I think that Hiccup is a rough character to pin down like that, because there's a lot of aspects of it. This big broad, yeah. I love King Fergus. He's truly probably one of my favorite characters to come out of Disney/Pixar in the last 20 years. I adore him immensely. He's wonderful. He's hilarious. And he sounds like my grandfather, so I'm never really annoyed. Like, I'm automatically compelled to like just bored Scottish fathers and grandfathers. Like, I'm predisposed. Also, like, her little brothers, the triplets, the boys, are just terrors. Yeah. You've seen Brave.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It's a good film. I like it.
Okay. I didn't know if I was like...
She turned herself into a bear, or she turned her mother into a bear?
Her mother.
Her mother, that's right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were some minor disagreements about whether or not that was deserved and whether or not Merida's terrible. Hang on, I have a pig. I bet it's from Mark saying, why are you talking about... No. It's also just really funny to see that line in reference, like seeing the at Kara in that is just funny, because I know what, well, in post game, she did get married and have kids, and then started an underground rebellion movement and tried to restore magic back to the world, which was super fucked up. But that was after Day killed my stoat, but he did give me a celestial direwolf. He actually gave me an entire litter of celestial direwolves.
Wait, he killed your stoat?
Yeah, he did.
The stoat is dead?
Okay, hang on.
Hold on! Why is the Stoat dead?
So the Stoat is dead because
I did not approve this. I was not told that the Stoat was dead. I thought the Stoat just fucked off into the woods to live its best stoaty little life.
Hang on. So Ronan, the reason why Ronan existed and why he got as big as he did and why he was as smart as he was, because he has an intelligence of 8.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he's literate. Has a higher int than Grog from Critical Role.
Sure.
So he was a fragment of a demigod soul that was put on Earth to serve as a protector for someone who was going to fight something called the Well of Shadows, which was essentially the demon realm. And when the party went to go fight the well, Ronan returned his energy form and actually became the arrow that shot the demon dead.
Okay, that's a pretty good way to go out.
I'll tell you also, that roll was a plus 57 to hit.
Oh wow.
Because of some shenanigans.
Yeah.
So, Ronan went pretty awesome. And I did actually get to, see, the Ronan fragment in, when 5th edition was released, they did a second game. And it was also set in Britgol, but it was after the original campaign had ended, where all magic had gone out from the world. Magic had been destroyed, and it basically was this necromancer fighting with demigods, and what they did is they locked magic in on themselves, and the way that it did it, ripple affected and ripped magic from the universe.
Okay.
So that was his way of explaining the way that magic changed and things were different in 5th edition. So there, I think, was a 70-year time gap between the campaign that Whimsy...
A strength-based demigod, yeah.
I believe so, yes. So when Whimsy and I played in the first game to the second game, there was about a 70-year time gap. So there was a little bit of change, and people were learning to live with this new thing. Mm-hmm. But I did get to see I popped into that game.
He'd flex and magic happened. Oh wow. He was like Terry Crews style, but with magic.
Yeah, so we actually had a lot of problems with that particular dude. Because I don't think that was Boss Man. That was actually Xanathos, was the necromancer guy. He was a centaur, and
it's always got to be a necromancer.
It's always got to be a necromancer. Yeah. So in that time period, or the way that the way the world had worked before the Xanathos event, before magic erupted.
Necro represent.
Is
not all necromancers.
Not all necromancers. That's right, because I like Nero way more than Xanathos. Adventuring heroes were basically like cops or superheroes. They were basically like superhero teams. You could work for an adventuring guild, and you could pick up jobs and contracts and travel between different planes and things like that. And
they're regulated.
It was regulated. There were jobs.
They do these.
They do look a little bit like eyes.
Yeah, it's my desire for symmetry.
So the guild that Kara and Gareth in that campaign had worked for, they were now completely cut off from, because our headquarters was on the Cheese Moon.
The Cheese Moon.
There was a moon. It was made of cheese. Just go with it. And we couldn't get to it. So all of the adventuring guilds were basically cut off from their patrons, essentially. Mm-hmm. So Kara started on and Dimension may remember this from very, very briefly when I appeared in the second game as the world's most hyper halfling.
That's an achievement.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough. Eleanor, I had to drink a lot of coffee before I played Eleanor.
Yeah.
But so she had started this like underground movement to secretly join together all the magical resources and unbreak magic essentially by ending the force field that was preventing magic from happening the way that magic was supposed to happen. Yeah. So Kara was pretty badass, but at the end of that I got to see Ronan, and Ronan went out in a really baller way, and I am really, really sad. But I got to play with him last night, and I missed my boy. I gushed over him basically the entire session because he was such a good boy. I was excited because the first thing he did was troll the shit out of Whimsy. For chat, he's a dire stoat. He is 6'1", and he behaves like a stoat who thinks he is people. So the first thing he did was sneak up on Whimsy's character. She's cross-playing as a dude, as Gareth, and he's 6'1". He's a crusader who's been raised by halflings. And Ronan snuck up on him and did that thing that dogs do where they stick their nose on like the back of your knees with their wet, cold noses.
Oh yeah,
but
I know what that's like.
But he did that to the back of Gareth's head.
Hmm.
And then he picked his pockets and stole an entire bag of caltrops.
Sure.
As you do.
As you do.
As you do. So it was delightful. I got to play with Ronan. I was happy. But yeah, I can't believe I never told you Ronan was dead in all of my Ronan stories.
No.
But yes, he's no longer on the. He's not even dead. He's no longer on the mortal plane.
Yeah, he's not.
Like,
He didn't like die. He like.
Yeah, he returned to the god plane. So he's not like. He's not dead. I can still interact with him.
Yeah.
If I can magic shit.
Should I carry on my tradition of putting a window directly in front of the toilet?
Do it. At least it's like a slotted window. There's like fake blinds.
Yeah.
It actually kind of reminds me of those summer, not like summer, like the beach houses with those
reminds you of the
slatted
bathroom
doors
at the
that
park.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ones that like lead out to the pool and shit.
Yeah.
That's Ronan. He's my BB. But also I don't want to say I traded Ronan for. But when I lost Ronan, who helped us save the world, I got a litter of 5 celestial direwolf puppies.
Yeah.
Not nothing.
Yeah. That's a pretty good consolation prize.
Yeah. So what I didn't keep all 5 of them. I gave.
Have I mentioned recently how much I appreciate that we can stack windows?
That is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I scared myself. That's unusual. Usually I scare Mark, actually. Not enough light in here.
I wanted to ask you about Sanrel.
Oh yeah.
I forgot all of them.
We were gonna do that, yeah.
One of those, I don't want to say rare projects where we get to create the whole world, because we have a few of those.
Yeah, kind of.
But I think as from a D&D perspective, it's different because we don't.
Usually the GM hands you a pamphlet and they're like, this is how the world works.
Yeah, where we all got to really literally craft Seriad from the bottom up, where we made everything, and I showed up, you guys had made dwarves with Texan accents that ride dinosaurs.
Yeah, we did do that.
we haven't even touched the gnomes with the sky.
We just haven't got there yet.
We just haven't got. There's been so much going on. We haven't even gotten to the gnomes with the sky forge. We haven't even gotten to the steampunk gnomes.
Yeah, it's true.
And which is surprising, given Brian and my love of steampunk.
We're on a very urgent quest.
Yes, use the stars. I used those eco living lights for the first ones, the little dangly ones, like the not mason jar ones the other day. And I actually kind of love them.
The not mason jar ones.
Those right there.
These?
About the stars, yeah.
These aren't eco life.
No. I'm sorry. Go scroll up one.
Oh, you said one. Scroll up one.
Those two eco life ones right there. All the way on your. It's gonna be all the way on your left. Scroll up one more. One more.
Oh, these.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used both of them, and I was just like, these are like surprisingly good.
Yeah, and they're not too tall.
My critical role washi tape with 20s to represent game night.
You heading out, James? Or are you saying goodnight to someone else?
Saying goodnight because Cece's phone went off.
Well, good night if you're leaving.
We will miss you. Thank you for
thank you for stopping by. Oh, early meetings. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for resubbing and thanks for stopping by.
Yes, and good luck with your meetings.
Yeah.
So, I know I've said this before, but I have desperately fallen down a washi tape hole. And now I have washi tape with little D20s on them.
Cute.
So rather than like marking which day I have game nights with big words that say game nights, I can just put little D20s on everything.
Well, that's cute.
Right? And the tape even has two-tone D20s, so I can put one color D20 for each game night.
Oh. Nice.
Pleases me.
Yeah, that works.
So what gave you the idea for Sanrel?
Well, it's like there wasn't like a single idea for Sanrel.
Okay.
It was like just a mishmash of things that I like. I wanted to do a theocracy. I wanted to do something kind of Asian inspired. And I knew I was doing a cleric. So, that played into it. So I wanted something that would, I kind of built Sanrel like around Verity's backstory.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And what I wanted for her. I watch a lot of anime, so.
I was gonna say who doesn't, but me, I'm who doesn't.
I had a kind of an aesthetic that I wanted for Sanrel.
Asian, pretty gemstones. So is the entire country, predominantly Tiefling?
I don't think so. I think it's mixed. It's not weird that Verity's a tiefling, but it's not, I don't think she's the dominant species, I guess. But it's not like she's it's not like she's particularly rare. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a floor lamp, but it's short. Oh, I see. You're supposed to put this on a platform.
Which we will not be doing in this build.
No! I'm wrong. It's a wall lamp.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, we've got options. Okay, I think we're good on lighting. Oh, I wanted to do a wall lamp in here. Oh, these are cute. They're not... you know what? I think I could put this in here.
You can put that in there.
Yeah, I could get away with that. Okay, so we're missing a mailbox and a mirror and rugs.
Oh yeah, no, she's gotta have rugs. I feel like that's one of those things that, like, Verity would have, like, a plethora of. Like, I feel like she would just have, like, all those, that, like, super plush,
comfy
soft,
rugs.
comfy, yeah. Like, she'd have, like, those, like those thick knit cable, like blankets, too. Like, she would just have, like, warm, fuzzy things.
Yeah, I think that tracks.
Which is weird because she's from a desert environment.
I guess it could get cold there.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus provided me with the final Verity image.
I popped it in chat as well. Did he not send it to you?
You know, it was somewhere, but I didn't know where.
Ah, okay.
I'll just swap it out. It's in downloads. Probably this one. Yeah.
It's gonna be real weird if I just fucking love her horns.
Yeah.
Those dice though really do look like her. Like I cannot get over how much those dice look like the crystal.
Yeah.
That's alarming.
It's the closest
And
I've ever
often-
come to buying $60 dice.
Yeah. Yeah. I also have problems. And I love dice.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't really justify spending $60 on dice.
I tried.
I mean, I could. But, you know, we're not like, oh, you put the little cute ones in the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta give her art too.
Yeah, well, you know.
You're like one thing at a time.
We're doing rugs right now.
Do you mind sharing how old Callie is as of right now, and if she was born in Goldcrest? She was born in Goldcrest, and I'm gonna tell you her age, and you're gonna judge her very harshly. Callie's 19. No one's asked that either. She's a baby. Callie has made a lot of poor life choices. Ooh, a timeline! Yay! We're on the timeline! How was Verity?
I want to say in her 20s.
Even got the eras
Ooh.
broken down.
Ooh.
I really need to order that lore whore t-shirt. I really need. I don't remember if it says lore whore or I'm a whore for lore, but I need to order it. Like, if you give me a shit ton of like backstory to read, I will do it every time. But yeah, Callie's 19. She's a itty bitty baby. I have found that I usually make younger characters, so that they can kind of grow as they level, except in instances, like I wouldn't build Anne Like I would build Anne mid 20s.
Mhm.
I think even when we started playing champions, I think actually Anne was older than me when I started playing her.
Oh,
Just-
I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Verity's gotta have a reading nook.
Verity must have a reading nook.
Ooh.
And this will make sense more to Cece. But Tam/Beatrice would also not be.
Yeah, yeah, that tracks.
But Callie and Kara are both younger, though no one has been as young as Sophie.
How about
Thank Christ.
Oh yeah, no one's been as young as Sophie. I was thinking about Ellie, but she wouldn't have been as. I think she's not like 19.
She was. Ellie was 19, turning 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cassie was 18, but I didn't build Cassie, so I'm not taking that one.
Yeah.
Ellie was 19, like, and it's all for like story progression purposes. That's just how like my brain functions. But yeah, Callie is. I don't actually think that anyone in game has asked anyone's age either. Like I don't think, except
Although
for Soso,
like volunteered it.
repeatedly.
This isn't a bath mat. This is a plastic food bowl mat. That's not good. We're not going to do that.
Don't do that. Like I didn't know Nero was 40. Makes that crack ship a little weird.
Mm.
Don't laugh at me, it's true. I already gave all of my reasons why the Nero Callie crack ship is strange. And I feel justified. Developmentally, he's still a young adult, kind of ties into his father favoring his all-human sister. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. My actual reasons were that he knew her as a 9-year-old. And he has not changed since then much. I would even overlook he's teaching her how to use magic, even though I think at this point actually she's teaching herself a lot by stealing his books when you're not looking. But the he knew her as a child was really the my personal hang up. In hindsight, you're also the only other character that in theory would know her other friend who is missing. But yeah, that was my whole. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, he's not around. He is not missing. I know where he is. Callie kind of thinks she knows where he is, but Callie can't get to where he is. So, yeah. Yeah, I actually felt really bad shooting down all of Mark's crack ships. I was just like, yeah, that guy wants to murder her friend. That guy knew her as a minor. Sorry, bro.
It's a shame. Hydrate. Thank you.
That is to say, also, saying all of that, these are my hangups. Callie does not have these hangups, but as we've also established,
she
Callie
makes bad decisions.
Bad life choices. If you need to know, also, I don't know if you've done months, but I will do my research on like when Callie's actual birthday is, because I feel like it's in October, but I actually think that might be Sophie's birthday. Actually, hang on. Oh, never mind.
When's her
Callie's
birthday?
not at all. I thought Callie was gonna be a. Oh, actually. Hang on.
There we go. That's enough light to read.
So, I thought she was gonna be a Scorpio, but I actually think she's a Cancer.
Oh, exterior lights.
Um, well, Danville doesn't have the viewing option. Yeah, there's a bunch of features I have to request from them. Were you privy to when I had the really distressing realization that Callie's a Hufflepuff?
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, Callie's a Hufflepuff. Actually, his personality, she's Scorpio. If not, she's... Wow, Ash! Wow!
Shots fired.
Shots fired. I'm still researching. Well, because Anne's a Scorpio, and yeah, she's a Hufflepuff. As a Scorpio, you speak from experience. I'm torn because my mother is a Cancer, and I would not say she doesn't have a personality. Is that the front end of a car?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is the front end of the car.
One of the Cancer dislikes is any criticism of mom. Yo, I will fuck up a dude's face if they mess with my mommy. Or Callie will mess up a dude's face if they mess with her mother. I think this is really going to come down to, so this describes them as either the sulking sweetheart or the sneaky strategist. And I don't really see Callie as a strategist. She just kind of flails and hopes for the best.
Don't we all?
Unfortunately, yes, which is why our party is in the position that they're in often.
Bad decisions. Once or twice.
Yes, use the string lights that don't connect to the roof at all.
Hold on. Give me a chance.
Please, give me the lore. Wait, I think I actually picked out a birthday for her. Okay, still 12 zodiacs.
Well, it
What's up?
almost worked.
Oh man, that was so close to working.
Yeah.
That was so close. You could pull the roof out one more
Yeah,
chicken, then it would
I think
work.
I might. But you know what I actually might do?
I feel like we never used these string lights before,
And
then
now we're
like
using them all
and now
the
we're
time.
using them everywhere, which
Yeah.
we should because they're amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
They're wonderful. So, Cece,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put this on you because you asked me how tall everyone was.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like Hallie's birthday's in the summer or the winter?
Are those two questions related? Knowing how tall people are and knowing when their birthdays are?
Yes.
Summer or winter? I think that Callie's birthday's in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I could be wrong. But you asked me what I think, so I guess summer.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking. I'm gonna okay. Yeah, I think she's born in the summer. Not to contradict Ashley, but the reason being, are these both? Oh, never. Well, they're both water elements. Well, fuck.
Oh, it hates me.
It does though. Right. The problem is
bad,
so
right?
here's the
This is bad, right? This
all
isn't
you
good.
had to do was pull the roof forward one.
No,
didn't have
I
to
had
make
to make
a
it
whole new
complicated.
roof. Didn't have to do any of that. Why did you do that?
Oh yeah. Look at
That's
that.
all you had to do, you psycho. I feel like this is our. You know what? Put a chimney steeple there, just for decoration, and that will also hide your sins with trees.
No, I think this works. I think you're right. I shouldn't have doubted you.
That moment was like a microcosm of our friendship. And I don't know why, but like that was such a moment of like, I did this thing that was really complicated and looked like it could have been cool, but also wasn't working. I was like, literally just pull the roof forward one tile. That's it. It's like, that's all you had to do. Ooh, I like that blue with the scaling.
Okay.
I like that.
Complicated, yeah. Also a song. I'm gonna have to put some kind of texture on this roof.
Question is, do I think she has the same star sign as Anne? I'm putting way too much thought in this for a calendar that doesn't exist where she is.
If it makes you feel better, star signs are based on like the Earth's positioning in, you know, the universe and stuff, so if they're not on Earth,
Yeah.
they don't really apply.
Well, you said summer.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's cute.
Okay. Yeah.
probably put like
seeding
some
thing up
succulents
there.
on the lawn. Oh, I guess there's also lavender. It's the right color.
Yes.
JK, we're doing lavender.
JK, we're doing lavender.
I don't know how
Okay.
she keeps this alive where she is.
Through magical cleric powers?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, I have picked the wrong date. The snake is associated with the animal associated with this date.
Please
No,
don't.
Can't do it. Nope, will not.
Don't do this to
Will
yourself.
not. Nope. Oh man, but the rest of it fits so well.
This keeps happening to you.
Why? I don't know. I picked a day. So now I know like where her birthday like falls, right, within the Earth calendar, and I'm going to assume that Kildar very briefly based this at least on a 30-day moon cycle in a 12-month period. I know you based it on something else because I did read your blurb way back when we had it. 12-month calendar, right. So her birthday is sometime between the late 6th month and mid 7th month. So I picked something that I thought was squarely in the middle. And like, oh, no, it's not, okay, it's not perfect. But like the rest of it's pretty like on point. It's like graceful, intelligent, dislikes rules and procedures, but moral. I'm not okay with rules and procedures. I've broken every rule we've come across.
Yeah. Fire mood or fire wane. Ooh, I like that they have like stuff. Names and things.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, I was looking for something kind of tall. But like not a cactus? Oh, maybe we'll do bamboo.
I think it's the year.
Why
The
not?
year is the year of the snake.
Oh,
Oh, well, the year doesn't matter because the year's not real.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Hang on. So let's change just for my own. This would actually be incorrect. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that was year stuff. That makes nothing. Months where Astriel is at its hottest for the peak of the year. I kind of like Fire Moot because Fire Wane makes it sound like it's waning, like it's going away. This is so cute and tropical. I kind of fucking love it.
Yeah, I just kind of going with it. Just whatever
One thing's
landscaping I
gathered.
want, because I'm not pack limited and I'm not budget limited, so.
You're like, I'm never using budgets and pack limits again. CC does make some nice builds. If we ever do a playthrough on this channel, I'm gonna ask CC to build the house.
Nice.
Push, go, boom. Oh, I was like, it did
Yeah.
not explode. Excuse you.
That's a landscaping trick to use a tall thing and then a short thing.
Make it look layered and textured. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. So when the party does come to visit, where do we stay?
You're gonna have to stay in tents in the backyard. This is a single house. Or you could sleep on a assortment of couches. Maybe some of them are fold out.
It's in a barn for 3 months, so like she can sleep on a couch. In Nero's spectral cavern. Oh, that's true.
That's
yeah, the
true.
caravan.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So like the fucking floor, like the adults that we are. It's just gonna pop there right through the roof, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go and do that. Why are they
Long
all so
grade.
big? I just want like a line.
No.
I like that one
Is it-
though, so I'm keeping it. It's not quite the right color.
I like it though. Like it makes it gives like a little bit of distinction.
Yeah. Of course it can't be used on this object.
Yeah.
Why would you make it convenient for me? There.
I retract my statement. I really like Firewayne. That's directed at Kildar.
Yeah,
was asking
I
if
figured.
You're like, yeah. You're not paying attention. I understand.
Well, I'm not doing anything that involves... Whoa. I'm not doing anything that involves fire waning.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Although, I could put a fire pit in the backyard.
Ha! Okay. Yeah, this has got to be her.
Yeah, the HOA. No.
This has got to be her birth date because one of the cardinal signs the person takes initiative very often
Yeah.
and alert. That is the best feat I have ever taken in my life. I love it so much.
Yeah, I wanted something to divide the roof and walls. So.
So cute. Oh yeah, Akiko would love to live here. She wants a tiny home.
Oh, nice. Yay! I'm glad you like it. It's in your colors too, I think, right?
Yeah, she likes purple. We have 7 party members, right?
Yes.
Okay. 7 is one of her lucky numbers, apparently.
Oh. Be good.
This is really so you said summer.
Mm-hmm.
I picked July 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And the top description is this predicts that you'll be especially vulnerable and kind-hearted. It is typical of the crab to offer a hand to strangers, friends, and family. They are delightful and helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny, because haha, rogue.
Offer a hand, sure.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Hand into your pocket, leaving
They are...
these.
Which is...
take-
Hey, Rad. Well, she's very helpful to you guys. Right?
Oh!
Like...
Hi, Pierre Dreamfly. Hello and welcome.
Hey.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Yes, you never know who's lurking. Thank you and welcome.
Really cute.
I think this is the...
Did
Yeah,
you
this
ever add a
matches.
mailbox?
No.
You got a new nebula tonight? Which nebula? Is it a surprise?
Ooh.
You know you gotta do the backyard at some point, right?
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Oh, okay, fine, smartass.
I am leaving it pretty bare, though.
Ooh. Understand what he did. I see. I see. I see you, Gildar.
What's he doing?
He named the hottest month of the year Fire Moot, which is when everything grows, and then Fire Wane when summer is leaving, because it is waning. The fire is
leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what happened. So my favorite part about these two zodiacs for Callie, because we're still talking about D&D. We're never not talking about D&D. Is oh, that's gonna look so cool, Red. One
it's
of
gonna
the
look
first,
rad. It is though.
Arcane things to interact with were Verity, whose god is a water god, and the water elementals in the deep between. So she has like this connection to water, and also her primary
how are no results found for fire pit when I know for a fact that there's a ton of fire pits? There we go.
And then her primary element is ice. I like this. They are quick to help others just as they are quick to avoid conflict, and rarely benefit from close combat of any kind. This is funny. Excellent. Most excellent. I like this.
Okay. I think we're done.
Yay!
You want to do a tour?
Yes, let's do a tour.
Okay, so this is Verity's house. This is the outside of it. I put a fire pit in the backyard.
Still even kind of looks like it belongs here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to match the dirt color.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I meant the style of the home even.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Strangerville.
It's a mishmash of things.
Yeah, so is Strangerville.
Yeah.
Having played through this PAX plot lines, so is Strangerville.
So it's a tiny home, only 100 tiles that are recognized by the game. Although we did cheat it a little bit. There's a little bit of an entryway here with an umbrella. And then umbrella stand. And then we have a mixed use room. We have the kitchen. And then a little dining area. And then a sitting room that seats 7. So the whole party can fit. Verity and I have the same taste. We are spirit friends. Awesome.
I actually do think that when Seriad is released as a comic, Verity is going to be Akiko's favorite character. I think.
Cool! They put it on the inside of the house again. Great.
What the fuck?
Okay. Anyway, ignoring that for now, the bathroom is blue, and the rugs are fuzzy. We have a shower and a bathtub functionality, plus a little toilet divider. Just because I think it's I don't like the toilet being right at the door when you come in. As is tradition in all of my builds, I have put a window next to the toilet. You're welcome.
I love you so much. And the window's so hidden too. I love it. I love it so much.
It's subtle, but it's there.
I love that basically every one of your builds is pooping. I love it. I love it.
You'll never poop alone again. Not in my builds.
I know. I don't know if you intended for that to sound like You'll Never Be Alone from Oklahoma.
I did not.
But that's how I heard it in my head was, and you'll never poop alone. That's what I heard in my head.
This has been a very special musical episode.
It really has been, hasn't it?
Yeah. So this is the bedroom and study area. It's a simple bedroom, and then there's a cozy fire. Oh, there is a fireplace, so I could have put a chimney. Drat. Okay. Anyway, but we didn't. So this is the study. Verity loves books, so there's a big bookshelf plus a little reading nook area with poofs, and you can hang out by the fireplace. It's real nice. And then at the top, this is the cheat space. Because we didn't close the fence, the game does not recognize these as rooms. It's a gas fireplace. Yeah, we'll go with it's a gas fireplace. The game doesn't recognize these as rooms. So, these tiles don't count towards the 100 tiles, so these are extra. Up here, I've put the archaeology table, because Verity is into studying old artifacts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you also just give her a yoga mat?
Sure.
I just feel like she would have a yoga mat.
Yeah. I think that tracks for her.
And like this is like a really nice like place to do yoga too. Like
It sure is. I would
Like
do
yoga.
yoga in my house, and it is less relaxing.
than people would imagine.
Well, my dogs do not like me to exercise. They like to be involved in whatever I'm doing.
It's fair.
Stargaze at night, hot cocoa. Yeah, you know, this would also be a really good place for a chess table.
Oh, that would be a good place for a chess table.
Yeah.
If Verity was a different kind of person, we could even have like a juice fizzer and make some I forget what
listening.
The Sims calls it.
Uh-huh.
It's like a seltzer or something, and you can like crack
fizz,
them in.
yeah.
The fizz stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We can do better. There we go. Yeah. So we have some chess, yoga, a little bit of light archaeology.
Played archaeology there, Daniel Jackson.
Mm-hmm. So this is the house. So, what are we streaming this week?
What are we streaming this week? This week we are headed
Kiddie pool
back
and blanket
on-
fort. Those would also be good too. Yes.
Tuesday is Star Wars Day, and we are heading back to whatever planet we're on. I have forgotten immediately. So Tuesday will be Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. And then
I know-
Saturday is it Stardew?
Saturday is Stardew. And then next Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
we are doing another Bad Idea build.
Mm-hmm. And this one is
For-
going to be Captain Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
This coming a week from today, we'll be doing the Captain Marvel logo build in honor of the anniversary of the film's release and for International Women's Day, which is on Monday.
Yes. And I did just remember that we forgot a mailbox, so just know that I'm placing a mailbox. So, if we don't see you, we'll be back Tuesday. Until
Yes.
we see you next, have a great night and have a great week and stay super.
For everybody.